Hello, 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 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look, I found it at the store. It hasn't even been used, like it's still attached. I'm like, what the heck is a plastic worm doing laying in front of the door? I just noticed it's still locked, hasn't even been used. Oh, 4 people already? Oh, Jesus. No ad. Not when I'm in StreamYard. I gotta do it afterward. Well, sometimes you get them. I gotta do it manually afterwards. Hey, hey, lockdown. Corn's in here. Machine with 10 now. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get ads, sometimes I don't. I know after I upload it, I have to go in and manually turn on Noah's in the house. I have to manually turn monetization on. It's the only problem with the chat or with the StreamYard. I can't figure out how to make it go monetize right away. We all fuck soon. Yo, what's up, Scott and CCB crew? Hey, Paradise. No, they just did it to a couple counties here. Yeah, they just did it to the counties I fish in. So I don't know if we all screw.
Hey man, what's up?
Not much.
You fucking
I'm like
bitch
cautious.
everybody.
I saw the title. I'm like, well, you know, is this another one of those people?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, one of those.
Paradise. Whoops. Caught my first bass at Nosti today.
You've been
Surprised
to
it's
Walmart
still
lately?
open. No.
Oh my god, we went there
I have one of those.
maybe a week ago.
I have one of those Lupa toilets.
I think I told you about that shit.
Yeah, well, they closed 6 counties in San Francisco today.
Oh yeah, sanitizing stations at the entrance. All kinds of shit closed.
Should have seen. I saw the one in China. They had robots going around. They just spray sanitizer on people. It's like a flat little 2-tread, and it just goes around the street. When it detects a person, it squirts them. Just blatantly squirts sanitizer all over them. I'm going to work for my taxidermist tomorrow.
Let's try green screen. What's that look like? Oh, look, it's the living room.
Yeah. It goes right on through you.
That looks good on me.
They're having another meeting tomorrow morning for Monterey County. So yeah, there we go. There we go. It's only going to be like grocery stores and liquor stores and gas stations. That's going to be it.
Somebody else in here?
Below? No. I mean, there's people in the chat. there's 7 people in here. It's not that lonely.
I see fucking nobody.
Yours said 0?
Why can't I get out of this? Oh, there they are.
Yeah, my eyeball says 7.
Oh, there's Tanner. Well, Tanner's always there.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanner.
He rated us the other day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can go fish now.
Can anybody fish?
Well, I don't know. Lakes I go to in Santa Clara County, and you're not supposed to be out and driving around. I don't know how they'd like pull over every single car and say,
You're
"Where are you
supposed to
going?"
be actually locked down, staying in your house.
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. That's what it said. Stay at home. Don't go out.
Wow.
Only if you have to, like to the store.
Well, you look awful sunburned.
I'm always red.
Rosy cheeks from the cold.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "You're always so red." I'm like,
You
"Well,
look
I just want to
extremely red
people."
today.
It's I don't know. It's this camera on the phone when I get out here. It makes me look so red.
It's the hat.
Yeah, it's the hat's reflecting down. So what happens if you're out fishing and they see you out? You go to jail or get a ticket or what? Well, they said as of now, no, but the police are going to enforce it. And they said if it does come to something, it'll be a misdemeanor. I'm like, a misdemeanor for being outside.
I'm hearing
Tito's
echo.
in
That's
here.
what it is. I gotta turn off.
Well, I know, but to me, it's like, what are we going to do?
I was trying to stream earlier. What a fucking clusterfuck.
Tito must be driving home. Well, he went out. He was at Nazi. I don't know what time. I don't know what time he was heading back. What is a misdemeanor? Misdemeanor is not a felony. And it's not an infraction. It's kind of in between. I'm like, really? They're going to start ticketing people for being outside, like curfew? I'm like, all you got to do when they pull up is start coughing like crazy. And they'll be, all right, go ahead, get on your way. Right? Like that. Yes, officer. I'm on my way to the hospital. What do you want?
Yeah, right. First in line.
Why'd you pull me over? You're not supposed to be out unless you're doing something important. I'm like, did you not hear me? I'm going to the hospital.
Something bad.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, if you want to find your way to the front of the line, just cough a lot.
Yeah. Everybody get out of your way. No, I say, because everywhere I fish, it's like, it's on the side of the road. It's just turnouts and that. I mean, I can't see them like pulling up and saying, hey, you shouldn't be out. Go home.
Why do I have it?
Or I should do it. I should do it to film it just to see. I should do one and title it like Out When I Shouldn't Be.
Hey, JDS.
Tito's back. Let's see if his thing stays.
Lewis, what's going on, man? Lewis here?
Could you hear me?
Hey, man, yeah,
I think you're
fishing the other day.
I think you're driving. Are you still driving home?
Yeah, I'm driving home.
Man, you hit a bunch of fish.
Yeah, well, you said you weren't going to stay that late.
Hey, I was live on Instagram right there at that point. And Nasi
Oh,
caught a fish on.
really?
Caught a fish on live. Yeah.
Wow, you got reception.
Yeah.
I don't get crap there.
Wait,
I think you would have got it this time.
See it.
If you would have been.
Tanner.
What'd Tanner say? What is a felony? I wouldn't tell him. I just told him what a misdemeanor was. It's not a felony and it's not a infraction.
Don't even worry about it until you're 18.
Yeah, exactly. It's good that he's wondering because he doesn't know. It means he's not too bad.
17.
It just means you would get it. Did you? Good.
Yeah, I haven't caught that much before.
I don't know. We might not be able to go next Saturday.
I know. Vanessa was telling you right now, and I was like, damn, that sucks, dude. If this shit goes through.
Well, I don't even. Somebody else is in here down below. JDS is in the stream now.
Hey, JDS.
So,
Cell phone.
It was pretty nice. It cleared up by the time we got
Getting
there.
echo all over anyway.
After that.
Nice. I said I don't know if I can go over the hill and fish because I locked down Santa Clara.
yep.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, and people thought I was making fun when I did that about the lakes being closed. Some people were like, "Oh, so they're closing all the lakes, huh?" well, they closed Pinot, but I don't know what's next.
I'm starting to
And
lose
now
you
suddenly,
guys.
huh?
I'm gonna get out and I'll come back when I get home.
Okay. When you have reception.
Yeah, it's
We're in
great. It's crazy
California.
how they're shutting down all the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, bars, wineries, all the ski resorts are closed.
Yeah.
Who needs a bar?
I know. There's all that. Well, think about it. What kills the virus? Alcohol. There's alcohol everywhere in a bar.
That's right.
It should be one of the safest places to go.
I was on a. Hey, is anybody in Chicago? I was in a stream yesterday or this morning.
So,
Guy has 34 bottles of vodka. He wants to pour out or give away.
What's going on that side?
Let's say clean with it.
Oh, the doggy.
What?
I got it from Corn Farts.
Oh, nice pit ball.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one from Corn Farts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it the other day.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, 80-pound Staffordshire. Pits are the best. They're the best dogs, man.
Yeah. She's good. She listens.
That is a dog. Yes. Only Corn Farts is all. Aw, one of my babies. He's all Mr. Sensitive now. Aw.
Yeah, I guess where I'm at in Modesto, they got a third case of the virus or whatever.
Where are you at?
Modesto.
Really? Well, there's
Callie, you're like the melting
you're
pot.
breaking up.
Yeah. Oh, you can't hear me?
You're breaking up pretty bad.
Oh shit. Let me join back again.
Yeah, go out and back in. That might help.
You are the melting pot of
Yeah,
our
I
disease.
Well,
California.
you get in the comments before
Damn
me.
you. Damn you, California.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
You just let anybody in.
I'll tell everybody to stock up on their meds, just in case.
Yeah, I hear you. Whatever that is, I'll take some. Send me some.
Yeah, like go pick them up just in case we have to close. Make sure you have enough to last. It was you, Scott? It wasn't me. I could hear everybody else. Now I can hear him.
Well, I'm right next to the router, so
The trick is to talk one at a time. There's a delay.
what's
Yeah, I
up,
think
Noah?
it is me, corn farts.
Said you have corn farts?
My StreamYard's messing up on me again.
I said, what's up, Noah?
Right up. Yeah, he's talking
Yeah,
about what I
no.
just showed.
Your picture's lagging.
Yeah, it's a lot of delay today.
I know.
It's because everyone's at home on their internet. So.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank God for the internet.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I titled it the way I did. Is it safe to be on a panel? It's a gathering of more than one person.
I don't know.
Computers get viruses, so you know.
Well, we must get 6 together. That's a small group.
Oh yeah. If I was on StreamYard, I think StreamYard you can have 10.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store today. Man, that shit, it was crazy. I never
Hey,
seen
Big
anything
Game
like that in my life.
James, what's up?
Was it? Because yeah, they told everybody. It's funny because I read the article, and in quotes it said, "It's no rush, people. The grocery stores will be fully stocked."
Yeah, right. Yeah, I went
I was
today
like,
in the morning.
You know, everybody's gonna run there now.
Yeah. It's gonna be like the DMV. You got to go there early in order to get the good shit. You know.
Exactly. The good toilet paper.
Yeah.
We were in
I saw
Walmart
one today.
4 days ago, and long lines. We ended up self-checking out with a big basket to avoid it all. And it was stupid. I mean, ramens were gone. Canned goods gone. Toilet paper was like empty. I mean, people were panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I was saying that about in the other stream about water. I'm all, don't we all have like a tap in our house?
Yeah,
All you
right.
gotta do is boil it, or drink it like
They'll
that.
know what it is
I don't even
anymore.
drink water.
Me either.
I know, but they don't
only
even know
drink
when
soda.
they get water.
I don't drink it.
Water comes out of a bottle. They don't know it comes out of the. They don't know what that's. They just wash their dishes with that.
Coffee,
You-
beer,
you
and
They don't
tea.
even know it's water.
The
don't even know
thing
they
you
can
gotta
drink
do is you gotta go to all the little stores, like little mom and pop, like grocery stores, and
Water-
like the Mexican stores, because they got all this shit there.
Yeah, I mean,
Water is
Around-
only
well-
good if it's altered with sugar and yeast.
it's still water,
I
right?
got it going.
Hey, big game.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, James.
Hey,
What's up, James?
no more.
That's
Uh-oh.
right. Get my water.
Aren't we getting close to a group now? Are we going to be shut down?
Oh, excuse me. I have corona.
Sorry, but this stream has more than 6 people in it. We consider that a small gathering.
At least they haven't closed down lakes in my area.
Where you at?
I don't think.
Washington.
Washington.
But it's probably going to come soon.
I don't know. They just closed the county that I go to for all
Washington
my
State.
fishing.
Yeah, Washington State.
Oh, you're
Seattle.
in the melting pot of it all.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be close. At
Yeah,
least
it's
for
not good up there, is it?
No.
We have over 100 cases, I guess. 115 cases in Santa Clara County where I go to fish.
Oh, California has like
Yeah, that's what I seen.
1,000.
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's the biggest county so far, I think, as
Yeah.
far as number of
But we just saw
known
like
cases.
six more people die. I just like old people did. Like a shelter for them.
What's your problem? Come here. What are you doing? What do you want?
Yeah, I was surprised. Like Santa Clara County is like, well, a lot of those people travel to San Francisco all the time. So. There's a lot of travel. See, our problem with our area is that they all commute.
So you can't fish there either, can you, James?
We can fish now. I mean, in where I live above you, it's just they're open right now, but they might close it like in a couple of days. Who knows? But I hope they don't do it because I kind of want to fish.
I know. Like don't they know fishermen? We're never 6 feet from somebody.
Exactly. Right? Because I use my boat.
Maybe 60 feet, but not 6.
There we go. I fixed my volume. I'm getting doubles of everything. I forget to turn you down. Scott, you're too loud.
Yeah, well, if you have 2 things open, it echoes.
Yeah, I forget to turn the your window down when I got my mic on. I'm just dumb like
My
that.
stream is messing up tonight.
Mr. Tech Stupid.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be locked
Some
down.
crazy
too.
was saying they're having a meeting tomorrow for Monterey.
It could be all the Bud Ice, though.
Yeah, exactly. Frank,
Yeah.
how am I holding up? Well,
Well, Scott's
I have
lucky
nowhere to
he's
fish
by.
now. No, Frank was asking. I said I have nowhere to fish now. I have like nowhere now.
Oh,
You
that
come
sucks.
down this way.
It's gonna
I don't even know.
be lots
I haven't even
of
tried.
educational stuff. I'll be sitting in my room doing lots of tips and tricks and biology bites for the next.
We've
Month.
You
got
know what you should do? You should get a swimming pool and do some underwater footage.
how to do.
to
It's time to pull
I could,
out your lures and push the marketing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You got all that crap in the closet. It's like, pull it out. All right, let's go. Here we go.
And
Need
the garage.
Need that.
No, actually, Backroads bought 3 things today, and Guggen Slayer bought a couple things today.
I'd get some lures probably,
Oh my-
but I'm so broke.
I think everybody's about to be broke.
I hear you. This country's going to shit now.
It's kind of everybody now.
except
Look at
Alaska.
Italy.
Alaska don't have any cases.
Well,
Nope.
it's too cold. Michigan might be safe.
I'm reading my pool. It's my reels.
We had like 32 in Florida yesterday. It's probably 100. Who knows? They lie. Because we all screwed.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't-
We'll survive this.
Well,
We all
you know, if you watch my coronavirus, I made a video. I got this off of, I don't know, BBC, which is pretty reliable, and this guy who was the SARS expert back then, and it all pertains to all of it. It's a virus, and he said 50% of the world will probably be infected, and that is the first wave. And it takes 1 year to 18 months to make a vaccine. And that is if the vaccine does not mutate in the meantime. So,
Exactly.
we
And they
all
mutate
screwed.
like a mother. They
Well,
only live 6 to 8 days.
yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, they always. I mean,
Just
look at
find
the
a
AIDS
place.
virus.
Yeah,
AIDS virus has already mutated so much that it's not. You
Oh,
live with
I
it
just
and you're
got
fine now.
well, you
I
know,
just got
like
notification that two
What?
more people died in Santa Clara from the virus.
one death in Florida I know of.
Yeah, they said it was 1:15 today, earlier in Santa Clara County.
They give the exact time of death.
No.
Okay, you said 1:15. I was just wondering.
Oh no, I don't know. No, I think that's how many cases there are.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
It's not a. It's not a felony. It's not a felony. It's a misdemeanor.
What's that?
Crazy.
It's a
Like,
fish?
what? It's a felony? I'm like, no. They
Well,
might go to a misdemeanor, but they did say the police are supposed to enforce the lockdown. So I don't know what that means.
it's curfew. Get a ticket. Get back to your house next time you're out. 2-3 times you're in jail, or like they could really do that.
I wonder what they're doing with the homeless, because San Francisco is one of the worst cities for homeless people.
Oh God, yeah.
No, it
Finally,
said,
they
it
gotta
said
finally
homeless-
take care of them.
Yeah,
no,
like
it
what
said
are they
homeless
doing?
people. Homeless people aren't affected by it.
Hey, Tanner.
By the curfew.
I know
Yeah.
that, but
They've
how
got
are
the
they?
highest
How are they
immunity,
gonna?
probably.
How are they gonna control that? Because I don't think.
They do some stuff, but
Hey, back roads.
I'll see. Later, guys.
Yeah, right. I know.
I know.
Common
I should
cold
put that
kills
one up.
more. I don't know what this is all about.
Yeah, it has so far.
This
It
could
has
all
so
be
far.
a presidential ploy, election ploy. It could
Exactly.
be
That's what everybody.
scare
It's
for
just coincidental.
economy, the stock market, regulate everything. Who knows what it is?
Yeah, it's something along those lines.
Second. I'm gonna bring myself out and I'm gonna come back in because I'm like
There's conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah,
You know,
'Cause
it is what it is. But
they're not really talking about the, what percent is recovering from it. I think it's supposed to be like 97% recovery rate or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's more people die of the common flu every year than this flu.
Yeah.
So, why is this such a
all right, Dave.
bad thing? It's not the bird flu, swine flu, SARS. But they want to call it Corona. They call it what they want, but it's still less than the common flu.
Yeah.
So, because they don't have a cure for it, or whatever they ever want to inject you with, which is probably a chip to fucking watch everybody. That's what I think. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
it's gonna
trying to find a way to scare everybody to inject you with a chip.
yep, a nano chip.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Tracking for
Yep.
life.
Yeah, inject you.
Yeah, it's like fuck that shit.
Yep.
So who do we blame for this outbreak?
You, Scott, with that hat. That is definitely carry shit. I don't know,
If you're
man.
under 70, it's
It,
I don't know. It came from pigs, so I mean,
Well, and they say it came from
transfer
bats. They
bats.
also say it came from
Bats, and then
in China. They eat other weird animals.
yeah.
They eat
Yeah.
everything. So, and the wet markets there are unsanitary. They just bring them in, butcher them, and that's where they say that shit came from. So, unsanitary conditions in wet markets in China with weird fucking animals.
yeah, live animals. Yeah,
Yeah,
part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that's the way it is.
Just the way it is. Isn't that a song?
That's the way it
Chickens
is.
are weird.
Frank
just
Sinatra.
the
I'd
way
sing
it
it
is.
if I knew it.
Right. I don't know what's up with my side. I'm like delaying like crazy on my side.
Yeah, I was delaying. I had to turn off my desktop audio. Your screen audio. Just turn your screen audio
Yeah.
down. Oops, I just touched something. Now I'm totally fucked. Chrome help.
No, I don't think it's that.
No,
It's just
thank
my.
you.
It's my
I'm back.
connection. It's my connection sometimes.
What the hell is that?
'Cause I got this new cheaper phone.
I thought that was a
I've been
pig
having
skin.
issues.
So what are you gonna do for 3 weeks?
I said educational.
Okay.
Got to catch up on my tips and tricks and my biology bites and my blogs.
Yeah, you better back up your videos and start watching what you said.
Wait, is that response to the other one? The Corona
you're
one?
good, man. No, just make some more.
Oh,
Put
the
on a
fluoro stuff? Is
put
that
on a
fluoro
pretty
mono
shirt.
comment?
And say, this is also for sale.
Hey, well, everybody says I don't promote.
Yeah, you need to promote. Work on your
I know, I didn't
tech
promote.
skill. Work on your tech skills.
On my what?
Your tech.
My tech skills? Oh,
You can
that's
put
right.
your own ads in your own videos, and you can do Amazon. You can do a lot of stuff. You can be putting your
Yeah,
shirts on eBay. It spreads your name.
I'm on eBay. My hats are on eBay. I know that's what people said. Oh, Spitfire came in. I link
honey.
my videos to everything. They go to
That's my
Twitter, they
wife,
go to Reddit,
Spitfire.
they go everywhere.
You can put her up here. You got your webcam on, honey.
You strapped in or what?
Hey, saying that, yeah,
You strapped in? Yeah.
you were. She's the
Yeah,
one. Spitfire's the one that told me that they said this might be a 3-week lockdown in the gun nation.
3 months?
3-week nation lockdown.
Wow.
Well, he's supposed to be saying it. Has he said it yet?
He also
I don't know if he said it. We heard he'd say it from State Department Whistleblower.
I'm just reading the comment.
Yeah. Kittens are hairy.
Mhm.
They are.
Yes, so true.
That's why they're so nice
That's all right.
to
You just
pet.
gotta skin them first. You just gotta skin them first, just like everything else. Idiots there in China. You don't know for sure if it was even a bat. No, I don't know. Maybe you see, it could be a bat.
Just watch Spitfire's
to a-
video.
some
You'll
people
see
put-
it was a bat.
Oh, what?
She had bats
I don't
on one
know.
of her video about
Yeah.
a month ago.
It's just, yeah.
She was like
Well,
premonition.
it's just
Freaky.
a virus that jumps species. It happens. Viruses
Yeah.
jump species.
Yeah, I told you that's what I said. A wet market. James, same. That's what I said. It's a wet market, and they brought all
Yeah.
kinds of crazy animals in there, and it's dirty, and
Yeah.
chopped them up, and that's where the shit started.
Yeah, you just get one that's,
And then the bats
said
came.
Viruses don't want to kill their host.
No.
That's not their purpose. They want to be symbiotic. When they get in a human and suddenly like, oh, this is different. This is kind of cool. And all of a sudden they freak out going, what? It's dying?
Tanner, not
What?
cool at all. I'm gonna block your ass. I can't. Get him. Get him, Scott. That's a bad statement.
I
That's not
can't.
good.
I
Yeah,
can't.
you're the only one
I
that
can't
can.
do anything. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, Tanner. I can't in StreamYard. I have no control.
You do not do that.
Not in StreamYard.
And it's racist
Yeah, that's
and
not
wrong.
cool, Tanner. Yeah,
I don't like that.
not. Psycho Ducky's in the house. Yeah, I didn't see it. I mean, I saw it now that you said it. But yeah, don't say that, Tanner. That's not cool. Go back to factual stuff.
Delete your own message, bitch.
Yeah, he can leave himself.
Yeah, there you go.
If you,
Thank you.
I can't do it through StreamYard.
Yeah, that's not cool,
I would
man.
have to be on a separate computer. I'd have to be on a separate computer and be on YouTube. There's no control through StreamYard. I don't even see mods or non-mods.
Chimp
Everything's
China
flat.
made problem. Yeah, she's been investigating this stuff.
Wait, who has what?
Chimp.
Oh.
They ate a chimp?
Yeah. Elaborate on that, Spitfire. Yeah, she told me earlier about this. They stole something.
Oh, they took the magical box that no one was supposed to touch.
Yeah, they took something from China. Took something from Canada, research or something, and they took it back, and it was the virus, and it was supposed to be. They wanted to release it to kill their old people. Is what she found out.
That's the theory.
Well, I'm telling you, she's pretty fucking smart.
Well, it's only killing old people. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what it does. It kills old people and babies. But it kills the weak and the old.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's what most viruses kill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new thing. Did
So-
you see the new thing?
So there's a hole in the theory right there. There's a hole in the theory right there. It's what most viruses do.
Well, they used it. Oh.
I need a cigarette.
I need a cigarette. Old people will end up dead in a few decades. So I kill them. Tanner's getting himself in trouble tonight. Red stream, guys. What? Read stream. What?
I'm reading it. Hey, Spitfire, you should get on the panel so you can elaborate more on this. Because I'm quite intrigued by what you're typing over here.
Oh, Captain Clues is in here now.
Hello. G'day all.
Hello.
How are we all?
Hello?
Good. How are you?
Ah, getting there. How's things?
Good.
You haven't worked out who I am yet, haven't you?
No, I don't.
Psycho Ducky!
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Mallard. Okay.
I haven't seen you physically very much, so.
Yeah, I'm a hermit.
Where are you at? In Australia or what?
Yeah, I'm in Sydney,
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh, shit.
What?
That's pretty cool.
What?
We don't
It's
bite
pretty cool.
yet. We don't bite
Yeah.
yet.
You have Tom Hanks and his wife there.
Yeah. Plus
And they have the virus.
Yeah. Well, what? We gave Wilson to Tom Hanks, so that keeps him in company too.
Hey, Chex Max. It's a virus. It's making its way around, you know?
Yeah.
It's a slut.
It's a hussy.
I mean, it's a hussy. It's just seeing
Oh,
how
Mallard.
many places it can go.
Yeah. It's like, ooh la
Like,
la,
wow,
check
let's
me out.
travel. Ooh la la. Let's take a world tour.
Oh, so what part of the world are you in, Mallard?
I'm in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, nice. Can
Yeah,
you
I'm,
fish?
Yep.
Can you
well,
walk out the door?
Yeah. I am at the door. Can't you see? That's
Yeah.
the sunrise right there.
Well, it could be your front yard.
Oh. Well, that's my front yard there.
No lockdown?
No, not yet. There's like all public events. Like I do mini Dutch pancakes normally on the weekends, and we go to events more than 500 people. So of course they decided to ban every single one of them. So
Yeah, I say the same thing here. No events, no crowds.
Yep.
A lot of stuff canceled.
yep, all the supermarkets are going crazy. So we're now down to rationing. Every morning they're allowing elderly people to do their shopping. Thursday night we have late night shopping here, so they're like giving care packages to the elderly. So
That was funny. You know, I'm in Florida, USA, and down in Fort Lauderdale, South Florida, there were 11 elderly in a living care facility infected,
Right.
which is probably a third of the whole state infection. So it had to be from a caregiver, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the first thing they did. Stop the visitation. I'm like, it's him a caregiver.
Yep. Well, with the elderly, with their morning shopping, they're allowed to go with a helper.
You're upside down.
Well, that way you know that I'm from down under.
Yeah, we knew that.
You got the shrimp on the bobby?
No.
Oh
I have an aversion to. I have an aversion to seafood,
There you
so
Got the
it's a
bass on
steak
the
for me.
Barbie.
It's a steak for me, mate.
Well, you got like
Can't be,
snook down there, but they call it something
can't
different.
believe you took Tanner's advice.
What do you call your snook down there?
What?
Yeah, they got a different name.
What stuff?
Snook. We call them snook. You got them. You got a different name down there, though. Line cider. Line ciders.
That's
We
what
got
they
a
call
line
it.
down-
I do not know.
Oh,
That's a new phrase for me.
oh you got the same fish. They just got a different name. Can't remember it.
Fair enough.
They call stripers that too.
Barumbi? Burundi?
Barramundi.
Barramundi? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
probably a
it.
barramundi.
Yeah, it's a snook.
It's a schnook.
Now everyone loves their barramundi, but except for the ones except for vegans and vegetarians.
Oh, screw them. They should be eating fish anyway. It's not meat. What the hell are they talking about?
So
Oh,
what
they
do
still
now
consider-
expect?
Corn farts. I haven't come up with a name yet for her. He's asking about the dog.
Hey,
The
corn
name.
farts. Jackson Max. Hey, y'all hit me up on the join family thing. I'll get you back later. Whoever I'm missing.
Yeah,
Let's go.
trust the
Let's
guy.
grow.
Trust the guy that's on the
Bro,
other
let's
side of the
go, yeah. Gotta do it.
Hey, nobody use the S word.
You mean
What,
suck
fire
it?
truck?
earth. N-word.
I could use some Subway.
Hey,
For some
Clue.
submarine
How you doing, man?
sandwiches.
It is my phone that's messing up, guys.
If you
One
streamed
like
today,
that.
I missed it. I was so busy growing.
Keep it in your pants, mate. Sorry, wrong sort of growing.
Aren't we all growing?
Every day.
We're growing. Trying to get to that 1K just so I can relax a little bit. I would like to get 1,100 because YouTube takes them all away.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to 3K.
Yeah, watch hours are the big thing.
Yeah,
I need-
that's
I
what I'm
need,
trying to get right now.
Oh, I got the watch hours.
Who needs the watch hours?
I do. So can you run my playlist or what, man?
Yeah, we swap them out every day, every night. 8 hours, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get like between 800 and 1,000 a month.
I got 2 computers running. I'm running playlists. Every night I run playlists for my peeps.
Cool.
If they're returning, I keep helping.
Oh yeah, exactly. I might have a lot of time on my hands to do it in the next 3 weeks.
I think everybody has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I'm like, well, at least my job's trying to be on the internet where everybody's going to be stuck with because
You be pulling your septic cover and dropping a line. There's a fish
Yeah, I
in there
mean-
somewhere.
I can't do the human fishing anymore.
Oh, that'd be the best thing you could do.
I know, but I can't because everybody's going to be quarantined.
Nobody's out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
Killed
You're
me.
so screwed.
That was the funniest times and the most fun, and now
Oh,
I can do it.
that was hilarious.
Yeah. Especially the dogs when the dogs try to get it.
Oh yeah, that's some good dog. I have a bunch of them I got to download.
Yeah, you should do like a compilation. Have you done that yet?
I did 3, but they didn't get many views. But they get views on TikTok. They
Yeah.
get views on TikTok, so I've been putting them there.
You get paid for TikTok or what?
No,
No. Oh. I don't know. I don't have it. I never. You know.
TikTok's like a stupid thing. I thought the Japanese did. I don't know.
it actually came from music dot something. It was a channel where you could put on yourself singing and stuff,
Right?
and they created it. It's like their baby site. That's why most of it on there is people dancing to music. 'Cause
Yeah.
it came from a music site originally. That's what I learned.
Most people I see them with filters on their faces and make it jokes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's some educational stuff on there. There's some other stuff, but mostly it's people doing dances or people lip syncing because it came from a music site.
Or people doing some really, really weird things.
yeah.
Well, now it has. And I can't understand why every time I get on it, the things they give me are all like
Your TikTok.
high school girls, like
You go on there?
doing dances. Well, I have
Well,
a channel.
that- Well, you get it on YouTube all the time. There's TikTok, and that's their shortest video. You know, they do faces or dance or something, and
Yeah, that's
15 seconds. And
yeah,
okay,
most
subscribe.
well, the videos they're set up for 15 seconds or 60 seconds.
Yeah,
That's the way they're set up. But most of them are less than 15.
yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
do.
I watch the TikTok cringes. Which is TikToks, but it's like people really, really embarrassing themselves.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I mean, it's like YouTube started. Everything was short. Like, yeah, it's just I don't know. The name they already had the background and the followers from their music thing, so they were smart. They created TikTok, and now it's celebrities are on there. Like everybody's on it now.
Even Dr. Phil.
Oh, Dr. Phil has TikTok?
Yep.
Wow. I didn't know that. Does he put clips from his show on it?
No, it's him doing random stuff. So
Yeah, I saw Kevin Hart's on there. His are funny.
Yeah.
I mean, for a comedian, it's like a must-have, like, site, you know?
well, I guess that's their way of doing market research if a joke works or not.
Yeah, exactly. He gets, and then for me, it's the ones that I see of girls dancing, and they're not even that good of a dancer, and I look up and it has like 500,000 likes, and I'm like, what? I mean, she's cute and all, but she can't dance very well.
That's why they call it jailbait.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, because I like watching. I'm like, oh, this one probably doesn't have anything. And all of a sudden, I look over. I'm all, what? Almost 1 million likes? What? They're not even keep beat with the freaking song. Yeah, but you know, I guess I'm too critical. I'm too critical. I'd be like, I should be more like, damn, she's hot. I'm giving her a like.
Is that TikTok? Is that a clip top?
Yeah, it's a crop top, not a TikTok. It's a crop top and booty shorts.
Ooh la la. That's me on a good day.
Yeah, that's what they all wear. Crop tops and a booty pants, booty shorts.
That's me on a good day.
I mean, I'm wearing them under my pants right now, but I mean, that's my own little thing. Hey, it makes me happy, all right?
Whatever floats your goat.
Yes, let an old man be happy. Come on. If it takes wearing booty shorts and a crop top under your clothes, let it be.
This is going to be a separate video Scott's going to make. Watch.
It's gonna be. Oh no, I've embarrassed myself much more than this. Trust me. I'm the person that ever worked. The only thing they said about me was, "Sorry, ma'am, he has no filters."
There's no filters.
They always told me that. You can't say that.
We could use filters.
Yeah, I say it like a 3-year-old, you know, things that come out of mouths of babes. It's like, never lost that.
So now what? What the fuck are you gonna do with a canned fish?
I'm creative. I'll figure something out. Come on.
All right, let's go in the closet.
Yeah, I'll go in the closet.
What you got in there?
Gotta remember, I have like what 13,000 videos on YouTube, or 1,300 videos on YouTube. I have a lot of stuff I go back to.
You gotta reclip them though. You can't just repost them.
Sure you can.
He was thinking he could.
I already did. That was the Bass Fishing Classic ones that I put up. They were just old shows I just redid.
Somebody said that.
But
well, you know what? I haven't watched 1,199 of them, so
exactly. As you get new people, they're like, people never look back in the channel. They just keep following you from when they met you.
I watched for a year and not catch up. Probably you've been on so long.
Yeah, and then people always tell me, "Oh, you need to do a video on that." I'm like, "I did 6 years ago." That's why I tell everybody, if you go to my website, right down the bottom, it has tips and tricks and biology bites, and it has like 5 years of them on it. You can just scroll through and hit every single one of them. Buy food and water. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
I see dead people.
I did a whole comedy skit on that the other day. I did a whole skit on my other live about that. It's going to kill you, and what are you worried about? Toilet paper. It doesn't. It doesn't kill you out of that end. I mean, anything else, you know? Take a crap and jump in the shower. That's what we did in college when we couldn't afford toilet paper.
Y'all, I'm rich.
I'm
rich. I'm rich.
In college, you couldn't afford toilet paper when you lived on your own half the time, so you just took a dump and then you jumped in the shower. I mean, come on. It's old school.
It's like other countries. It's like banana leaves and, why hurt your ass?
Me, I'll just scrape my butt on the lawn. Give the neighbors something to talk about.
You got a hose?
Go outside.
You're
use
good.
some leaves.
Ain't no
Go
big deal.
outside.
We can deal with that.
Leaves a tree, leaves them be. Leaves a tree, leaves them be.
Of course, we live 10 feet from next to somebody. It could be a problem.
Spitfire. I'm in California.
Wait, what?
Spitfire's asking where I'm at, California.
Oh, okay. I grew up there. I grew up in Riverside, Magnolia, Corona.
Don't say that word in my panel.
Which word?
You trying to get me
Beer.
demonetized? What's going on here?
Beer.
Oh, Corona, California.
Oh, there you go again. Multiple times in a short span. Oh, they're gonna nail me for this one.
Yeah, there's something on that, aren't there?
Well, that video I put up is not mine. Well, it's limited, no ads. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I put
don't
it in
even
the
drink
title.
Corona
Yeah.
Light.
That's my favorite, an open one.
No, you can't talk about it now.
Yeah, I know. That's Spitfire said that.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, it's YouTube's like any
Unless-
mention of it.
Well, no, unless you're a news affiliate or someone that's affiliated with the news.
Are you
affiliate.
CCB News?
Something? I mean, I
There
know
you go. Uh-oh. I just
they're
clicked the button again.
well, I put it up, and then I noticed the thing. I figured when I put it up, I'm like, yeah, they can consider this like a national disaster or something else that's a sensitive issue.
Oh,
But
put
let's
more
just see.
bubbles.
And then after I put it up, I noticed the little thing in my studio that said "Creators Tip: New Things on the Coronavirus." Blah blah blah. Things you need to know, and I'm like, what? And then I looked at it after I put it up, and I went, oh yeah. Limited or no ads. I know that's coming.
Oh,
sure
there's a
enough.
cat. Oh, nice
You're eating. You're eating. Big
You can't have
Gal.
a dog and a cat in the same panel, man.
Big James. Big Gal. What's that? What the hell's that? Oh, you work in a prison. Oh no, that's Wesley. All right, you're eating Big Gal. Big James. What is that?
Oh shit, Wesley, what prison do you work at? I know a few
Highlighted that one.
people.
I'll
know a
tell
few
you how to
people
make
locked
wine.
Don't drop the soap.
Yeah. Well, no, I heard somewhere they said in California they're letting prisoners out of the prison.
Really?
I think it was like somewhere across the country or something like that. Like
Yeah, I just while I was researching the counties they closed, something said.
yeah, I think it was like Mexico or somewhere like over there, South America, something like that. I think
No,
Brazil or something.
I thought it was here in the U.S.
No, I read an article on that too, or seen a video. I don't remember.
Oh, I thought it said one when they were talking about what's going on in the U.S. I just saw a blurb that said releasing prisoners.
See you later, corn farts.
Corn's out.
Corn
All right,
farts.
Night, fella.
See you,
Right,
Corn.
kiddo.
Corn is out of the house.
Sounds corny.
Yeah, well, too bad his name isn't Elvis. That would have been better.
Elvis has left the building.
Elvis has left the building.
Kind of where I was trying to get the reference.
Come on in, Spitfire.
Come on in, Spitfire. He's been a fan of getting you up here.
She won't do it.
I know.
Come
I met
on, we
somebody
don't
else.
fight. Yeah.
Well, somebody else came on a panel too, and she's like, "I'm nervous." I'm like, "Why are you nervous? You make videos." It's like,
She don't make videos. Well, she does. She made it fresh.
well, no, but this person did, and I was like, "Well, why are you nervous?" It's like,
right.
because people are watching right now, and I went,
Who fucking cares?
I know. They can sit there
4,000
and,
miles away, probably.
yeah, they
cares?
can film videos. Hey, Purple Gang. They can film videos and talk to the camera and that, but when they get on a panel, they get nervous because
And you can make your name We All Screwed.
exactly.
What's up, Purple Gang? Where's
I wish
Chico?
Nobody knows even how awesome I am.
Well, we know you do.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do. That's
Yes,
all that matters.
Of course I do.
Fire's pretty spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't want to distract anybody off me, so yeah, stay out.
Yeah, right. So that's why I changed my name. I don't want to draw your crowd away.
Yeah, exactly. If she comes on, I'll just do this.
Real man cook.
Real man cook. Instant noodles.
That's all you're gonna be having for a while.
I was lucky to get this. There was only like a 6-pack left in the whole store, and
Yeah.
it was hidden in a box.
There's a yank fuck.
Oh, what a great conversation.
Breathe, mate, breathe.
My best, some of my best fun is with Aussies.
Mine comes out so hard and dry, I don't have to wipe.
Do you watch an Aussie farming in the Philippines? William?
Hey,
Oh
what's
God,
that?
he's great.
Who?
Cracks
Her
me.
milk.
An
Oh,
Aussie
shit.
farming in the Philippines. You gotta watch him. He cracks your ass up every day. I did a shout out on him too.
I'm not
Really?
promoting any other channel at all.
Oh, I get people promoting mine all the time. They put in their own PayPal accounts. They put in their own merch links. You know,
Well,
Well, they're not
yeah.
supposed to.
I'm a free for all. Noodles.
You are. You allow it.
Yeah, one day it did go like that. I was like, suddenly everybody started putting their own PayPal links. Like,
I know where to come in.
donate to me. I'm like, really? Is this what it's turning to, guys?
Here, help out CCB, and meanwhile it goes to my PayPal.
Yeah. Donate
My
here
leg.
for CCB.
Come on,
I'm like-
people. CCB needs a new lure. Help the poor guy out.
People are smarter than the average donor.
Yeah. I do pretty good. I mean, I get fit.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Saying I don't do very good?
No, you do great. You have a great channel. We enjoy it very much. But I think you do better on your AdWords, advertising, placement.
Oh,
Noodle.
you don't like the 3 and 6 thing?
I have seen no ads, except at the beginning. I watch them all, of course, because I'm a loyal supporter.
I've got
Really?
about 6 hours worth of ads that I need to catch up on.
No, usually mine are set for 3 and 6. I have ads, multiple ads throughout my videos.
Longer. Making
What,
them
longer
wait.
ads or longer videos?
Longer ads, more money. Go for the money,
I don't-
man.
I can't-
Money ads.
I don't choose them
What?
though.
No, but don't put them at the beginning. Show it at the beginning. Longer ad about a third of the way through. So they're
Yeah,
hooked into watching the video. Then they'll watch the ad. If they're loyal, or they'll skip it. But
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Well, watch it. Get them hooked into fishing.
All right,
then-
all right.
Later
You're
on,
right.
put another longer, put a short ad, 10 seconds. Then
Well, I
later
can't
at the
choose.
end, put a long ad.
Can I choose that? I don't know if I can choose that.
I think you can.
No, you can't. Google chooses all the ads to run. You can only choose the placement.
Mm,
But you know what? You might be right about not putting them in the beginning because I've noticed a lot of the bigger channels don't put them in the beginning anymore.
Yeah.
They wait till the
Yeah,
middle.
get them hooked.
Yeah, because I noticed on a lot of my videos when people click on it, I lose 30% of my viewers in the first 8 seconds.
Right. Because of a long ad. I mean, I watch ads for my friends, but
Right.
if I'm not a friend of
But
somebody, I jump through the first ad.
Right.
I mean, everybody does.
That's what I do. I do that too.
Yeah. I mean, I'll jump to the first ad to get to the video to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And if I'm intrigued in the middle, I'll watch the ad.
And if you time it right, you can actually introduce the ad.
So you're saying don't put ads in the very beginning?
No,
Really?
no, I wouldn't. I won't.
Like I said, I didn't.
When
I
I
didn't
get
think
there,
it
I
was.
won't.
See, I was thinking it was me, and I was thinking it was the first like 8 seconds of my video that people were jumping out.
I mean, unless it's a 10-second ad, okay. Otherwise, no.
But
I
does
would
that
not
count?
put a long ad.
Does that count?
It
That
all
shouldn't
counts.
count.
You don't make as much unless they click.
Well, no,
But-
but what I'm saying is on the analytics, does that count?
What do you mean?
Well, because on mine, if you watch viewer retention, a lot of my videos within the first 8 seconds, it goes from 100% to 70, and then it kind of evens out.
Well,
But I
the ads have nothing to do with your viewer retention. That's your videos.
Right. So it's not the ad. It's when people first come in, they look at me in 8 seconds and they go, oh, fuck
In
this
that
guy.
hat,
Click
they
out.
say, fucking no way.
All right. So I'm going to keep the ads in the beginning so at least I get money before they say, oh, fuck this guy, I'm out.
That hat is for Saturday or Tuesday night hangouts.
No, I've noticed it. It's a trend on all my. I started looking back at all the individual videos, and
You need to be FLW Pro.
They
Unless
drop.
you are on a hangout.
well, they drop. They go from actually some of them say 98%, like at 0.000, and then it drops to like 70 within the first like
Well,
8
you know,
to 10
it's not
seconds.
your friends. Your friends love you in that fucking ugly hat. But it's for Tuesday night hangouts. Coming on the first video, you should be in your FLW beautiful CCB shirt, Mr. Fisherman. That's the way it goes.
On Tuesdays, yeah,
Professional.
'cause it was a
Tuesdays are
fishing-
different.
Yeah, they were originally about fishing.
Right. They were.
We still talk about it sometimes.
Yeah. Just marketing advice.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
actually have one. I don't have one dedicated to just talking about baits and fishing. Maybe I could start that now for Thursday since I can't do human fishing.
There we go.
Maybe it'll be a Thursday night fish talk.
Hey.
Start thinking ahead. Yeah.
Professional
Good idea.
shirt, hat, CCB. We've got all this pegboard over my computer with all my lures all set up and labeled. Number
know.
1 to 450. Remember, like
but
I
I don't
said?
want. Yeah, I know. I might do the hat
You
and the
know.
jersey. But I'm not. I mean, eventually,
good.
yeah, I would like to have a studio for things like that. But
You know, people would say, what's that number 20? What did you catch that on? Number 49? Oh, I'll take that. Send
what
me
happened
one
to
of those.
Psycho Ducky?
All right.
Psycho Ducky
Anyway.
dropped out. I know. No, I appreciate people giving me. I mean, I had a clothing
Never
store
mind,
for 11
fuck you.
years. I had a clothing store for 11 years. I had a clothing store for 11 years, and people were like convinced I was a chain, and I had stores all over the place.
You
And I'm
do.
like, no. I'm like, no, it's just me.
no,
No,
you're
at that
good, man.
time. Because of my ads, I ran a newspaper and all the other stuff, self-clothing, the way I presented it and everything.
I
looked
just think you
high-end.
need to market your lures over your computer where everybody can see them when you're talking, sitting there, and say, "What's that number? 30, 40?"
Yeah.
You know.
No, I said I've always had a really hard time promoting my own baits. I've had people I've met while I'm fishing a lake that like, dude, I've been watching you for like a year, and I'll go, yeah, I caught today on our CCB spinnerbait. He goes, what? You have your own baits? I'm like,
Well, there you go. You
I
have your
say
own
my
baits.
baits.
You
I
have
say my baits all the time.
Where are your baits?
Hmm?
Where are they?
Right now, they're not anywhere.
Where are they?
They're in my garage, man.
Tell me. In the closet? In the garage? In drawers? Yeah. Okay.
They should be on pegboard.
Get
right
one of
behind
everything. They should be on a pegboard behind your computer where you do your live stream. So when you're talking about them, you can go, this one right here.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I just have a hard time doing it as.
Do it. Fucking do it.
I know. Dude, I
you got 3 weeks.
I had a clothing store for 11 years, and everybody said, how come when you're out and all that, you never talk about your clothing? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like everybody around you talks about your stuff and all that, and you don't even say a word.
Every time I'm in here, everybody's asking about your baits, and you gotta go dig them out constantly. Set up pegboard. Do it. You have time now.
Exactly.
You will sell more baits.
You think so? Yeah.
Yes.
I'd sell more if I actually mentioned them a lot. And like I did the other day, brought them out here and showed them to people.
All right. What's my commission?
I don't know. I don't seem to get any commission for the advice I give. That's another thing I have a hard time with. I did so many when I owned my clothing store. I did so many things for people, like making CDs and all this other stuff, and I would charge them like $20. Like spend hours and hours and hours like designing stuff for them and everything else, and charge them $20. I have no business sense, my man.
Happen.
I have absolutely no business sense. I don't have them sign a contract. It's all word of mouth, and then I back out and just give them a really lowball price and feel good because they're happy that they got what I created for them. It's a sickness I have. Uh-oh. Somebody thinks
JD. Okay.
Yeah, no, I've talked to.
I thought that was CCB. I'm like, uh-oh.
No, I've talked to. One day I will walk in on you live, Wesley. No, I tell everybody that. I don't know why anybody doesn't want to approach me. That's the weirdest thing. I'm like, when I'm live, anybody that knows me can come up and talk to me. I'll have you fish right next to me. I'll put you on the. People are like, oh, he's live. He's live. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to tell him I'm here. I'm like, I don't think I seem like that sort of person, you know?
They're
like,
yeah, right. They're all boisterous. And
they're all like,
put a camera on them. Oh my God.
I don't know. Another thing too is I don't see myself as somebody would be like, oh my God, that's CCB.
Like, well, they have never karaoke'd in their life. That's all I can say. Get over that. Go out live and karaoke. You're all cured of everything.
No, I talked about the other night. Were you in there when I said I've always wanted to do stand up at an open mic? And so I was saying to you, would you guys like to see it if I went to like at an open mic as a comedian, stand-up comedian, and like went live about it?
Hey, Purple. Y'all hit me up. I'll get you later.
I will whisper sweet nothings in the ear.
Oh, I'm missing half the chat sitting here bullshitting.
No, I don't know. That's just the whole thing. Like when I skateboarded, when I was
Psycho
sponsored by
Ducky.
and
Hey.
I was sponsored by Santa Cruz and that, and I do demos, and all of a sudden afterwards, all these kids would come up and want me to sign their like shirts and
No,
that.
shit. You were a professional skateboarder?
Well, semi-professional, yeah. I skate for Santa
Oh,
Cruz,
damn.
but
That's
I would
pretty
do
cool.
demos.
Ain't
I
no
would do
Tony
demos.
Hawk or nothing.
Huh?
Do you know
I
how to
skate-
kickflip?
I skate with them when I was little now. But no, my thought when they wanted me to sign it, I'm like, why do you want my signature? Like, here, there's Mark Gonzalez, there's Neil Blender, there's Lester Cassatt. Here's all these like actual famous people, and they're like coming up to me. They're having them sign it, and then they're coming to me going, "Can you sign my shirt? Can you sign my?" I mean, just because I'm skating with them, I'm like, "Sure." Do you even know who the hell I am? But
That's cool.
but that's just always the way I've been. I'm like, sure, but why do you
I'll
want my
sign
shirt?
any shirt. Right?
The CCB story just revealed another layer.
Another
No,
layer.
I've actually signed things for people at the lake.
Oh, that's funny.
And when I did giveaways for a while, people were like, "Oh, could you sign the hat for me since I won it?" And I was like, "Okay, but that's weird."
Well, I got a signed shirt, so
From who?
From me. But
Yeah.
that's weird. Now you knew my true feelings about that, JDS. I was
Yeah,
horrified.
I'm gonna get some white out and just white it out
Yeah.
now. Thank you.
No,
It's just getting weird now.
I was horrified. I was totally horrified, and it messed up. Like it has like this shadow. I mean, I get nervous like signing my name. If somebody wants my name, I get all like, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna sign it right.
Okay. When I make shirts, I will sign all of them for anybody.
But how do you do it? It's just like it doesn't sign right.
I do it with my right hand.
That's my problem. I've been signing with my left, but I'm right-handed.
Oh well.
I want to make it look different, so I've been signing with my left.
It's like a stranger.
No, that would be my right hand. All right.
The left-handed stranger.
Yeah, no, the left hand is definitely my friend. It's the right hand that would be the stranger.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me on that one.
Funny. Funny.
That's an old comedian joke, right?
Yep, it is.
Yeah, if you're lonely and you're just whack off with the other hand. It'll feel like you're with somebody different.
You know Rosie, right?
Kick flip and hook a bass challenge now on CCB.
Oh.
I was a bird skater. I can never do a kick flip. Actually, I think I made one kick flip in my life.
Kick flip, hook a bass. He can't hook no bass now. He's locked down.
Yeah, can't do anything now.
California's like
Lockdown.
Yeah.
I am good at
for
the no
the disease.
I am good at the no look hook set when I'm live though.
I guess stay away from Odie.
I will get a bite, set the hook, and not look away and go away from responding to a comment. I'll be like, yeah, there's I'm getting a bite. Yeah, well, I got him.
But he will be finessing in the toilet tomorrow morning.
Probably. No, I'm good tomorrow. If I don't upload tomorrow, I just go live. I just go live for Tuesday night
You
hangout.
can't fish anywhere.
I don't have to upload anymore.
No, you don't have to.
I'll have to figure something out for Wednesday, but who's getting paid for being off work? Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know that's the other thing. Somebody's like, "What?" The other side of CCB, he was a skateboarder. Look, I have 3 videos, 4 videos, 3 videos I did recently
What are you singing? No,
that are
you don't have
skateboarding
a
and
video.
fishing
Come here,
videos.
sing in my mic. I can't hear you sing.
I have skateboarding and fishing videos on my just last year.
You hear her now, don't you? She was singing. She said, "Did you hear me sing?" I said, "No, I don't hear you sing. You're chatting."
I'm on a panel. Leave me alone.
That's Spitfire.
I'm
my wife.
doing work here.
Work? What's that?
Evidently, it's what I'm trying to
Oh,
do.
there
right
it
now.
is. There's work.
I'm trying to work right now.
I hear you.
I know it's funny when you tell people that you're doing YouTube and trying to make it. They're like, "What?
What?
I'm like, no.
What are we doing?
No.
I thought we were just hanging out.
No, it's a lot of work, guys.
It is, isn't it?
It's a lot of work."
That's why we come here to hang out and do totally fucking nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Tanner. Tanner keeps going, "Why do ads run in your videos?" I'm like, "Because I want to get paid."
Oh,
It's like
sometimes you just gotta chill.
why do ads
YouTube's
run
a lot
on,
of work.
Yeah, why do ads run on network TV? Because that's how it works.
I picked up 50 subs a day. Probably last night, today, 50. I mean, I'm looking for 1K by the end of the week. I'm working my ass off.
How'd you get that many in a day?
I'm
Viral videos?
good. I'm good. I've only been on 6 weeks. I have 860 or something. I will have my 4K within 6 months.
Well, I don't know where the hell you're hanging out to get these subs, but it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, works
Tree
for
trimmer.
me.
Tree trimmer, huh?
I know the way.
I think JDS just said it. I hang out in the right places.
Yep.
All my friends are in low places.
I hang out where everybody wants to know my name
Yeah.
and hit the like button.
And those will forget it later.
Yeah, or YouTube will get rid of it later.
Well, I've lost some. I gained so many and lost 300, and believe me, whatever. It's up and down every day with YouTube. Hours are up and down from 700 to 460. I mean, watch hours. It's a mess.
It's because of where you're cruising around, man.
It's because I'm awesome.
I get people to sub to me. I get people sub to me that have 0 subscribers and no activity, and they stick.
No, yeah, well, there are some what they call trolls that are good. Then there are some that are bad. So
it's not trolls. It's the analytics. They know where it's coming from.
Yeah. Well, some people don't want to ever create content.
Right,
And
there's
they
a lot
like
of
to
watchers.
they like to be watchers and moderators.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I want a good watcher and moderator.
That's just me. I would rather see
That's
20
what you are.
Yeah, I'd rather see 20 new subscribers. 20 new subscribers that have 0 subs and 0 recent
That's what
activity.
you want. Okay.
And I would be happy because I know all those people would follow
No,
me.
you wouldn't.
I don't.
You need your subs, but it's nice to have good people that support you.
No, I said I want my subs, but most of the subs that I want, a lot of them don't have content. They're just a watcher.
Yeah, watchers.
And they're more loyal.
Good.
You get the people that are around like 800 subs, 1,000 subs.
Hey, I watched YouTube channels for years. I was a watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just decided to do this shit. So
because the shit changed.
That's right. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
That's right.
They want loyal people. Like, I mean, think of like Friends. Think of Friends or something like that. Those people do not interact with them.
You know, the best thing about YouTube, I've met the best people, good friends like you, other people.
I wouldn't go that far, right? Not yet.
Fuck you, asshole.
Now, JBS on the other side of you, yes. You're stepping some bounds here, buddy.
A lot of good people. I don't know how good you are yet.
I just called you out on a live, man.
Yeah, you caught me. Well, I told you straight up. I'm not sure about you.
Well, that's like Backroads last night on my live. He's like, "Yeah, I just bought the baits from you the first time because I was trying to help you out, but they actually work."
Oh, fuck that! All you need is a black worm.
I thought it was great. I'm like, that's how honest my watchers are.
He just took a black worm and a skirt, any color skirt and a black worm, it'll catch bass. Told you that.
Yeah, but
you don't listen.
But I know, but I said.
I know.
That's how honest he is. And my viewers are. It's like
I learned that at 12 years old. I just never failed at 12 years old. Black worms, spinner in front.
I was always purple.
Bass. Grape. Every night. Bass.
I was grape. Grape worm. That's what I started with.
Well, yeah. That's dark.
All right, I'm gonna call it night.
I've never done that good on straight black.
All right, JD.
Right.
I've never done that good on straight black. Are you out, JD? Sorry, I was talking when you said that. I've never done good on straight black. Black red maybe, but not just straight black. It does retain its visibility
Blackness?
Further down.
I learned with that. My uncle, when I was 12 years old and I'm 58, it'd be a black worm with a double hook, weedless, with a spinner in front of it.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Remember those? We
what are those called?
troll around the lake. We troll around this little lake in a 10-foot John boat at night, and we would catch bass every 2 minutes.
We were fishing at night, of course.
Well,
and it was a little private pond. Nobody fished it.
No, it was a lake. It was 400 houses.
Don't get on me about private ponds, man.
Yeah.
That is a CCB issue of easy bass.
There's nothing easy in Florida. Everybody fishes.
That's true. Hell, I used to go to Quail Lodge at midnight and fish their golf course ponds.
God, I wish I lived in South Florida still. I grew up in Miami. Man, peacock bass are like crazy down there. And now they got pacu that are like 10 pounds. That are, you have to.
I've never caught it. I've never caught a peacock.
Tastes like crap, but you got to get rid of them. But they're fun.
Yeah, my issue with YouTube is got to come down to. I always tell myself it comes down to the fact it's me. I mean, I watch my videos compared to everybody else's, and the flow is good, and the cuts are good, and now that I'm doing the B-roll, and I'm like, I think it's just the fact they don't like me.
Nobody likes me.
It's like I have
I
a good
started-
intro.
I
have
started a live
I have the
stream.
conditions. I have
I
now
started
I'm
a
adding
live
the
stream
B-roll.
a little
It's
while
gotta be
before
just
this.
me.
It's like nobody came in. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? It's like, I know my people. So it's like,
I know.
yes, I am actually live. I actually put that as a title. I am actually live. Because
Hey guys, I'm
usually I run
live.
silence. Let's say, yes, I am actually live.
Hello,
nobody
I am
came in.
actually here.
Yeah, I'm actually here and nobody came in.
Yeah. I haven't had a
It's like-
stream like that, thank God.
I'm going to change my name again to
Yeah.
the Awesome Grind Man.
Chelsea Grinder. Yeah. Mr. Grinder.
I know. That's what
Yeah,
they
that-
flock to. It's
With
like,
that-
my
Does
God.
anybody have that channel name? I'm sure somebody has to have it.
Somebody has to. Does
Somebody has
anybody
to
have
have Mr. Grinder.
Grind Nation #1?
Grinder 234.
Yeah,
Grinder
right?
346.
I know.
Grinder 8912. Grinder.
I know. And all I do is sit there and go, here you go, Purple Gang. Come on, Purple Gang. Here we go. Get JDS, you Mr. Master.
All the grays get the blues. All the blues get the gray. Oh, I can't make fun of Carolina. I like
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I go
I'm
into his
just-
live all the time. Calls me grandpa of YouTube.
You are with that hat.
Yeah. Well, I am the fact that it's like, I think it's 14 years now.
It's a pretty cool hat, though, but it's kind of like hobo.
Well, yeah, that's what, yeah, well, that's the whole concept
The
of it. I make
hobo
the hat.
CB. I know.
I mean,
I'm not sure how that goes with your scenario.
well, no,
And
Panel
the
Mondays are-
professional girl. Is this like the
this is
Tuesday
the
night
other
hat?
side.
Tuesday night hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't wear it on Monday?
This is the panel hat.
Is this only on the panel Tuesday or Monday?
Yeah, now it is. That's the only time I wear it.
Okay.
This is the other side. I've introduced so many
Yeah.
people.
Well, I haven't seen the first side yet.
Well, no, the first side's the fishing and stuff. But
Yeah, I
Monday
know.
night it gets whatever.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You can be professional.
Yeah.
Glug.
I'm an entertainer, basically. I
Yes,
mean,
you are.
I have a fishing channel, but I'm basically an entertainer. I mean, you just have to cope with the fact that I know a lot about fishing. I can teach you, and then think of it as like, oh yeah, no, that's he's just that way.
I will learn.
Yes, he has a lot of knowledge and he can teach you a hell of a lot about fishing, and that
Yes.
other stuff he does. It's weird, but that's just him.
Oh, fuck, I ain't watching that.
Yeah, you just gotta go with it, man. He used to be a skateboarder. He used to be a DJ. He used to be a fashion designer.
Can he
He's just
figure
a-
it all out?
Yeah, he's just a weird cat. All right,
He's a
But-
fisherman.
but he knows a hell of a lot about bass fishing.
That's right. I'm a
Well, they
painter.
hated me. They hated me in the local tournaments.
I should be doing painting videos, but I fucking hate it. I've been doing it 30 years. I could paint, spray, anything,
Oh, that's sort of
house,
a house stuff.
blindfolded. I just don't want to do it. I hate it.
Yeah, I
Tired
don't
of
know. I figure I don't know.
I mean, I mean, I'm a master, but
After 14 years,
I don't want to do it.
After 14 years of doing this, eventually, I think it's like there's going to be a point where it's critical mass. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just the fact that I'm at 1,300 videos, suddenly
like
gets to 2,000, suddenly
to me-
gets to, you know.
this is like a way to get away from that. What I did my whole life, what I'm an expert at, and what things I enjoy, and to separate it to fuck work.
No,
I
that's
just
just
don't
it.
want. I don't want to do it anymore.
Well, that's
You
just it
know,
with me. It's like
I love to cook.
I
I
worked at
mean,
Marshall's for 9 years, and like all the customers are like, "Why do you work here?" A lot of the customers are
right?
like, "Oh my
Exactly.
God,
Well,
you are
now I
so
would do
funny.
it.
You should be this. You should be that." Like, why? You're not a normal Marshall's employee. You have a lot of knowledge. You're so funny. You're intelligent. Like, I'm like, I don't know. It's just my plight in life. The guy that never went anywhere.
I hear you. It's like, and now I just like go back there for a few years till retirement. Be done with it somewhere, one of those places. You know,
Yeah, no. Once I got fired from Marshall's, like I said, I'm just like 9 years.
I never worked. Really, I've hardly ever worked for anybody in my life. Basically, worked for myself almost my whole life. Um, so subcontracted one way or the other.
Yeah,
Always working as a self-employed person. So kind of hard for me because I fucking know everything. So, but I would be happy to just go get a job for about 4 years now and say, I'm done.
I'm done.
You know,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't,
I
I just want to, I don't want to do anything anymore, but just go. I love to work. I mean, I'll be your best damn employee you ever seen.
yeah, that's the
But,
same way it was at Marshall's. I was always on time. I was
right.
always there. I was always their best employee, but I was always the one that spoke up, and I was the one that was treated like shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fucking workhorse.
Oh yeah, if you
You
give me a
can't
job,
stop
I get
me.
it done.
I don't even want to take lunch. I eat breakfast before I leave the house. I work all
Yeah, it's the same
day
way I am.
until I go home. You know, that's me. And
No, but with me, it's just always been the fact that
but
I've
always
I've
have a
grown up
fishing rod in the truck.
I've grown up I've grown up around so many people in all the things I've done that have become wealthy and famous.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know. I never took that talent that I had that was comparable to theirs and took it that way. I was just like into it, and then I kind of got out of it, and I left, and I kind of into something, got out of it, and left. And then all of a sudden, I see these people that are like, like Tony Hawk and and
Wait, are you
and all
Tony
these other
Hawk?
people that.
Come on.
What?
Well, you say Tony Hawk, but you know,
No, I skated with.
you saying I know you skated with him, but you're saying they got that for some other reason. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, but I'm saying is why didn't I see it that way at that time? They saw it as
Right.
a business opportunity, and I just
Right.
went, "Oh, it's just a hobby."
Oh
I was
yeah.
into it for years, and then I just left it.
Well,
Like I
you
didn't see
probably could
the.
have made it into something more,
Oh
but
yeah,
we're all stupid.
exactly. But I've been,
You
but
know.
I've been stupid, and then stupid, and then stupid, and then stupid
Right. I mean, yeah,
consistently.
if you were half good at as Tony Hawk, you could have made a career out of it with marketing and a
Well,
manager.
yeah.
You know.
Well, no, the first time I saw my friend Lester Kasai, I don't know if you remember Lester Kasai, but he was in the 80s. He was a big pro. He had House of Kasai, his own company and everything. And I saw him in '86 when I moved to Cal Poly and they had the Thrashathon. And I saw him and I knew him, and they wouldn't let me in because they didn't know who I was. So they wouldn't let me skate the ramp. And I saw him there and he walked by. I'm all, Lester, Lester. And he walks up to me and goes, "Oh my God, dude, I haven't seen you in like 3 years. Like, why did you quit? You were so good." Like this. And I'm like, I don't care about that, but they won't let me skate. Can you tell them I'm cool? And so he went to the guys, the Lambda Chi, whatever, the fraternity that ran it, and told them who I was and that. And yeah, and then for next like 10 years, I helped them out and helped them build different ramps and helped them out with the building of the ramps and how to do it. And all this other stuff and that. But yeah, it was. And I saw Mark Gonzalez. I hadn't seen him in like years.
I don't know
Neil
who anybody
Blender.
you're talking about.
Yeah, but all the Godfathers, pretty much the
Oh,
Godfathers of
okay.
skateboard, are all the people
You
I'm
have to
talking
tell
about.
me that because I have no idea who they are because I
Yeah, but
wasn't
I
into
met,
it. Wayne
but I got
Brown
back into it.
was Wayne Brown anybody?
Don't recognize the name.
Oh, thanks. Paid $40 for a blank back in fucking 1978. Yeah, for my skateboard.
Who? Mark
Wayne,
Brown?
Wayne Brown.
Wayne? No. If you
Yeah.
go all the way back to that, the late 70s,
I bought it out of
name?
like a skateboard magazine way back then when I was like 15, 16.
Well,
Paid
no, but
like
I know ones. I know, I mean, Harvey Hawks. I used to skate with Harvey Hawks. Kurt Kimball, Pay Hunt.
skateboard got
I
stolen
mean,
anyway by my
no, but
mom's
these are.
boyfriend's son.
I'm telling you, I skated with people back then. I skated people that like skated at the Super Bowl on the Pepsi ramp
Oh yeah, I had a killer
in like
skateboard.
1978.
Yeah,
Kurt
I had
Kimball.
a killer skateboard in '78. It got stolen as soon as I built it.
Yeah, but that's just it. I never saw it as an avenue. I never saw it as something that, mostly because suddenly the crash happened, all the skate parks started closing, street skating kind of became a thing, and I wasn't a street skater. And I mean, there were issues that
All
led
right,
to.
Tanner. Good night. Make sure that make that fish look 10 pounds instead of 9.
Yeah, exactly. Tanner's
And the
bailing out. You know, oh, he has to be
customer
at
will
work.
be happy.
Street skating is fun. I was never a street skater. I was like vert and got into mini ramps because that became a rage at the time.
No.
But even my DJing thing, when I had my DJ night, and I suddenly in San Francisco, I got nights and all that, and I remember when I got the DJ night, the guy hired me and goes, "Yeah, we like, you know the music. You've been here for 10 years." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not a DJ." Anyway, he hired me and he goes, "Yeah, and if you get it back and we start getting the crowd, we'll start talking about you getting a percentage of the door every night because they're only paying me $100 a night." And I had it for like 6 years or something, and I never talked to him about getting a percentage of the door. I never brought it up again after 6 years. And I actually had the record for that night that went on for like 15 years, 20 years. I had the record for the busiest night ever for that night at the club. And yeah, and he said to me right at the beginning, if you get the crowd, and suddenly I, kind of got into DJing and got it going, and he laughed. And yeah, and then I never brought it back up. You have a half pipe in your backyard. Nice. Didn't know that, Tanner. Didn't know Tanner was a fisherman. I mean, a fisherman and a skateboarder like me. We don't know what happened, guys. He just left. I don't know if he got annoyed from me or what, but he's gone now. Nice. Yeah, Tanner, if you look back a little further from last year on my channel, I have 3 skate and fish videos. I did cool stuff at the El Estero Lake. They have a skate park there, and I filmed really good skaters and put together some really cool footage. It was really fun to go back and actually film skateboarding. There's a few clips of me. I mean, I'm old. I can still follow him and go down transition with the camera and film him and that, but I'm not a trick guy anymore. nowhere near as good as I used to be. But when you take 10 years off and you don't skate and you're my age, although Tony Hawk is pretty much my age too, but he's been skating the whole time. I stopped. So yeah, that's kind of that thing there. Yeah, I didn't know you skated, Tanner. That's cool. Another thing we have in common. Go way, way back on my videos. I have one of me on my own ramp in my backyard called Vert Skating Circa 1988. That's the title of the video on my channel. It's me in my backyard on my vert ramp skating. So if you want to look that one up, Tanner. I was just never into it. I mean, I did a little bit, little banks and stuff, but yeah. I grew up no, I was a vert skater. I was sponsored vert by Santa Cruz. Skated for them for like 5 years. Traveled around, did contests and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Did it way back in the 80s. Got like, I have a first place trophy from Pipeline Skate Park. The legendary, one of the most legendary ever skate parks. I have a first place trophy in the combi pool. Yeah, and I actually swam in the combi pool. Well, now they have skate parks everywhere. Well, street skate. Well, there's some cool street, but everybody's usually into the into the parks now. That we have so many great parks around here. There's great skate parks here. There's actually two here. There's El Estero, the one I filmed at. Now they opened a new one in Seaside. And there's one here in Marina that actually has a pool. Venice Beach skate. Yeah, Venice Beach. Where I used to live in Slow, Los Osos actually has one of the best skate parks. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it. I'm just getting old. I can still cruise down the street. I can still go up and down the transition and follow people and film them. So I'm happy. Makes me happy. A lot of fun. It's exercise, but when you get my age and you hit the ground when you fall, it's like 5,000 times harder. Big James. What is up, my friend? You're back. You're back, and everybody on the panel left me. I don't know what happened to the last guy. He was here, and all of a sudden he just went bye-bye. Just disappeared on me out of nowhere. We had like 4 or 5. Psycho Ducky came in for a little bit. But yeah, suddenly I'm all alone on a panel night. Yeah, they all left. JDS had to go. I don't know what happened to Psycho Ducky. He just dropped out. Jelly Ducky, yeah, he hasn't come in. He's usually here on a Monday. Thanks for saying that, Tanner. I forgot about him. He's almost always here. Actually, last week for some reason, didn't he say something about I was being boring? Tanner could have panel. Exactly. No, I didn't. I don't know. Last week was the whole like finger thing, or I don't know. Psycho Ducky was saying something about. I don't know. I have no idea. He was saying. I think he said something about it's boring tonight, or I don't know. Wasn't it last week he said that? I swear, something about it said you guys are boring, or I don't know. It was weird. And then there was him, but there was also him, and it was him, but with a middle finger, and I don't know. I think we offended him. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I just know he suddenly disappeared. He went like, "Oh shit, I gotta go" or something like that. Stop offending him. I didn't. I don't know what I did. It was a weird night last week. I went live at 7. It was still light out. It was just a crazy, weird night. This whole pandemic thing was just happening. Uh, uh, where's the back of my freaking hat? Oh, there we go. Sorry. What happened to you, big game? You were in here. Why don't you come back? My stream's working a lot better now. It was getting all weird before. It was really choppy in that. I don't know why. See, it seems a lot better now. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird night. Jess Fish was in for a little bit, but Noah was in for a little bit. Chris didn't come in. Jess Fish didn't come in. But you gotta admit, it's weird times, guys. Our counties are getting locked down. Everyone's just sort of scattered right now. It'll mellow out in the next, few weeks, couple months. I hope. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna be doing any fishing in a while here. I said I don't really know what it's gonna be about because the lakes I go to are in Santa Clara County, and they have the shutdown effect. No, grocery stores and that stuff's open. It's just they don't, unless you're going to buy something essential. I don't know. They say not to go out. It's what do they call it? It's not stay put, but basically it's a harbor in your house. That's what lockdown is. Harbor in your house. Don't go outside. Don't go anywhere. And they're evidently going to be enforcing it. So I don't know. There's a meeting tomorrow here in Monterey County. If they're going to affect the same or initiate the same policy of, yeah, they say rather than urging restaurants only pick up or take out, no in-house seating, or if you have in-house seating, keep it to half of your allowed people in, so people are more spread out. So I don't know. It's, in the next like 3 weeks, it's going to get really interesting. That's just the way it's going. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting next. Who knows? Right now, the effect is for 3 weeks. Who knows if they're going to extend it? But yeah, I guess I'm doing a lot of it'd be crazy for a month. No, right now it's in effect for 3 weeks until April 7th. Pinot closed, remember, until April 6th. Now the effect of the whole county, not the upper counties. Yeah, that's why I said Big James. It's like, but I don't know. They're going to start enforcing it, so that's just kind of weird. That's what I don't know. I mean, I could go drive to my lakes that are in Santa Clara County and park and go down and fish, but who knows? Like if a sheriff drives by or a county park and all of a sudden they come down and go, there's a lockdown. Why are you here? I'm like, well, I'm filming a show. They're like, no, you can't be out. I'm like, what? There's nobody around. I know, but that's not the point, sir. You need to get back in your car and go home. So, like I said, I don't know if that's going to be the case or what, but it's kind of sound like that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like a military lockdown. I see passive. What is a felony? A felony is like a high-end crime. A misdemeanor is just a slap on the wrist, and an infraction is like a driving ticket or a fishing license. Yeah, I don't know. It said big game. It's just I said I put up that video about Pinot, and there was some people in the comments were giving me a hard time, going, "Ooh, oh, so all lakes are closing? Stealing a bass boat is a felony." Yeah, if it's over like what, like $300 is a felony, something like that. $300, $500 in thievery, or like you know beating someone up, or so I don't know, but yeah. Felony's the top notch. Then you have a misdemeanor, then you have an infraction. So I don't know, what is a DUI? It's not a misdemeanor. I don't think it's a felony though. You could have felony DUI, but I think felony is like, well, it's an infraction, isn't it? I mean, it has to do with driving. So I don't know where that falls. I think it falls under, it's an infraction, isn't it? It's just a very expensive infraction, and it can entail jail time. Steal my boat. Exactly. I need the insurance money right now. Steal my boat, please. All right, I gotta take a bathroom break. Everybody, you like, it's traffic. I gotta take a break. Entertain yourselves, talk to each other, chat about. All right, I made it back. Quick trip. Oh, everybody stayed. Nice. Tanner's the fishman. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting times. Exactly 30 seconds. Yeah, I tend to pee pretty quick. That's good for an old man, though. If you have issues, I would have been in there for like 5 minutes. Like, oh yeah. It's trickling. That's good. Oh yeah, come on. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, wow. 5 minutes, not bad. Catheter. No, it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. I still do have actually 2 tournament diaries I've edited, so I can probably get those put together in the next couple weeks. gives me time to do some footage that I've had for a couple years that I haven't uploaded. It takes a long time to edit those freaking tournament diaries, man. It's like 3 days. Well, just email me. I have all the pictures done. I sold 4 spinnerbaits and 2 buzzbaits today. You just gotta email me at bass@centralcoastbass.com, man. Say, hey man, I want baits, and I'll send you pictures of all of them. That's the way it works these days, man. It's mafia style. It's underground. I do have to get a pegboard, evidently. I have to get the pegboard and be more professional when I do my fishing lives. People don't understand me. I can go for smallmouth bass. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I know. I see a lot of people do it. They have their little setup with their pegboard behind them with all their baits. It just seems so cliche. I like my computer behind me with fishing women on it. That seems much better. Yeah, it's a habit you should never do, Tanner. Trust me. Once you do it, you're stuck. I say no. I didn't do it for years and years and years, and I did. It's a nasty habit. Never start it. Stay straight and true. You'll have a lot more fun. Well, they get to understand, but you have to. I know. You have to play the game. You have to play the game. You have to do a Barbie pull challenge. You have to use $5 challenges from Walmart. You have to do mystery tackle box. I mean, it's all these you have tos. As far as being a popular fishing channel on YouTube. Do not drink piss water beer. I can't afford the good stuff. If it costs me more than $1.50 for 2 beers, I'm not at that point right now. I'd rather just give it up completely, but I have scaled down a lot. You guys only see me drinking cans now. I used to drink 40s. And a lot of people on here always drink like hard liquor. I'm on number 12 of Budweiser. Yeah. Well, this is a Budweiser product. Cobra is actually King Cobra is actually Budweiser. I just need more bang for the buck. That's my deal. As I'm tapering down, I still need more bang for the buck. All right, Tanner. Yeah, you got to go work at 9, man. What was it, like 12 there? 1? We go to bed, my buddy. Be responsible. Be responsible. I have to go to the yeah, you're hour ahead. All right. Yeah, dude. No props. Thanks for coming in. You're always a supporter. Email me if you want some baits. Send me a free chick on board. Yeah. Well, I've done that forever. I don't know. I'm not at the point that I should be doing that. Sorry, big game Jane. I mean, yeah, I'll send you one, but I'm pretty much the one that has the big like sucker on his head. Yeah. And everybody's always like, give me this, give me that. Give me some of those. I still have no t-shirt. Well, you can buy one. That was another one of my pet peeves. It's like I've always heard forever. Do merch, do merch. You need to do merch. And I did merch, and not many people bought my merch. So unless anyone we trade. Yeah, if you send me one, I'll send you one. But yeah, no, it's just like when you get to the point that like I don't know, it's just weird. It's always been my plight. Give, and not expect anything in return. I'm a helper. I always help and I don't expect return. Couple bites. That's right. That's cool. Yeah, no, I've my whole story is on YouTube. Trust me. In my lives, my Tuesday night storytelling, I let everything go on there. I let everything go on there. I've revealed my whole life, all my lives. I mean, I've cried on my lives. I've like revealed all kinds of stuff. It's just I'm an open person, so I, I often get going, and that's just the way it goes. Open and honest. That's my philosophy. Don't have to be ashamed about anything you've done in your life. It all teaches you. Of course, I'm 53 now, and I still haven't learned from all the stuff I've done wrong, but I I still think I'm getting better. Bites on the spinnerbait, huh, Tito? Well, that's good. You gotta learn spinnerbaits, though. You gotta learn how to fish them. You gotta learn how to manipulate them and work them, and definitely with bites. You gotta just let them load up. Cheeto. Yeah, I know. I don't. I said I'm a man with no filters. I just I'll talk myself blue about all kinds of stuff. I don't care. Why hide things? I know Big Game was up here on the panel earlier. I asked him to come back up. It's just I don't know. I said the whole country's in a everything's flipped upside down right now. So don't know where this whole thing's going to go. Don't know how the whole. Yeah, it's a different thing. It's I don't know. Every bite on every bait is different. You gotta learn how they bite it. You gotta learn how when to set the hook. You gotta learn. Oh, it's all a progress. Thought you worked tonight.
Yeah, right now I'm on break actually.
Really? You're already
Yeah.
at work and you're on break?
Yeah, that's what we do. We're on standby for production to get out, so that way we start cleaning up, start sanitizing.
Oh, really? You're a sanitizer?
Yeah, I
Wow.
do. I sanitize the machines. I work for Taylor Farms. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know what you did.
yeah we process the whole thing. We make the whole bag of salad. If you ever see any bags of salad in the grocery stores, we make those.
Yeah. So you're a sanitized expert?
I've been my years of experience is going on 6 sanitizing. So midway. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know 6 years was midway. Really?
I don't know. That's why I said I don't know.
Good to know. If I ever want to get into the sanitizing business. 6 years, guys. That's midway. Once you hit 12, you're like golden.
I think so.
I think so.
Seniority. That's a lot of seniority there.
I hope so. That's good to know. Well, I'm like 14 years on YouTube, so am I an expert now?
I think so.
Yeah, not according to my analytics. I'm a C plus according to Social Blade.
Yeah, right. They're quick to judge.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
We don't care about the quality. We only care about the quantity.
Yeah.
You're not getting 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 100,000 views a month. You're like a C plus, man.
Yeah.
Well, actually, John B, if you look up John B, he's only a B minus or a B.
Yeah.
On Social Blade. So I'm like, really? He has over 1 million subscribers and all that, and he's only rated like a B.
Wow. That's crazy.
Maybe a C now.
So Santa Clara is locked down then, huh?
Evidently.
Dang. That's pretty close.
Well, they're having a meeting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Isn't that what you said?
that's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
I hope it ain't got too far over here where they lock us down
Well,
too.
no, they're probably gonna do the same thing, man.
Yeah, if not, a lot of people are gonna complain after it's open. How come they didn't get locked down?
How come what?
How come they didn't get locked down? We did. You
No, they're
know.
gonna lock down everything, man.
Yeah, I was telling Vita. I was telling Paradise. Um, wonder what's gonna happen after the lockdown. Wonder how if it's wonder if it's gonna be a success or not. And I hope it will though.
Wow. Less contact. That's the only thing you can go for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crapshoots like rolling the dice, but right now it's like we only have China to look at because they did a lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it's all going now. Oh, look, Captain.
Hey, what's up, Captain?
He's muted right now. Unmute your
Oh.
mic, man. No? No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Time to learn lip
Not-
reading.
Yeah. You gotta learn to lip read. I need a sign person in the next window. So I could be more legit, like have a translator.
Hey, Clue.
Real fakes. What? What's
Real
it?
naked.
Real naked cook.
Real naked? I don't know. I didn't even look at it. I just
Oh,
saw
wow.
your
Oh wow.
I just saw your ugly mug and knew it was you, so I let you in.
Yeah,
I didn't even
okay.
look at the name.
You let anybody in. That's right.
Yeah, I do that from time to time.
He already said to you, Captain.
What's that?
What? What's going on? What did I
What?
miss?
I messed up.
Oh, now I figured out
Nothing?
how to look at the comments.
All right.
Cool.
I was just looking at the comments.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Who am I on?
didn't look. Couldn't figure out how to look at the comments. Now I can look at them.
Fishing care package? Who is that? Big Game James. I was on.
Yeah, he hadn't come back on. I offered it to him. I'm like, you're on there earlier, come back on.
So did you
Oh,
fish
Tito
today,
left.
Clueless?
What's that?
You fished today?
I did not. I spent the majority of the day laying people off.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
Ouch.
No, it was a pretty sucky day.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
Is that causing this corona thing?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's only going to get worse before it gets better.
You know,
So-
service industry?
Experiential marketing.
Okay.
In the automotive space. So, yep, I had to let go of 25 people.
Oh, that sucks.
Ouch.
Yep.
Sorry you had to do that.
So
It'd be a
wait.
rough day.
So did you actually let him go, or they just on whatever until it gets better?
Well, that all depends. They're let go with no income, and it depends on what our clients do. The clients, they may come back when things, get straightened out and restart the programs that we had going, but all that comes down to budgets. You know what I mean? It's if they because some of the events weren't even running yet. They were things that are a month, 2 months down the road.
Yeah. Group
they've
event.
that they've already invested money in, but it haven't even happened yet, and now they're canceled. So now, if and when things start back up, their budgets are smaller because they already spent part of the budget on things that they can't get back. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to be a long-term effect with this deal.
Yeah, my stepdad works for the Hyatt.
Oh, yeah.
And all of his work, I think, next week and that, for a lot of the groups coming in, are all canceled now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks for America. Yeah, you know, it's not just you; it's everybody that has.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know,
yep, it's across the entire country. I'll tell you what, though, it's a good time for some people to do some YouTube stuff because people are cooped up in their houses
yeah.
and they got nothing better to do. It's a great time to make some YouTube content and get some new people watching you.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, there we go. No, but CCB, like, now he can't fish. His lake.
are you making fun of me, Captain?
I didn't say that.
No, but yeah, you know I go and fish, and I've already told you that I'm locked out of
That's
everywhere.
how you're locked down. Well, you're locked down in your local lake,
Why are
but
you locked
are
down?
you locked down everywhere?
Oh, they shut down your lake?
Well, not lake, but now they shut down Santa Clara County, where all my other lakes are.
Really?
So, yeah,
Well,
and they're having a meeting. And they're having a meeting tomorrow about Monterey.
Oh my
And
God!
they might
Why
shut down.
what's the point in shutting down those? Is there that many people that congregate there to fish?
No, well, I don't know yet. I still want to go over there and just drive and go to the lake, but they said officers and everyone else will be enforcing the lockdown. That so, I mean, I don't know if I'm parked there just on turnout and I'm fishing.
Is there another lake?
If a sheriff drives by and sees a car, he might get out, walk down to me, and go, "What are you doing out? You're not supposed to be outside."
Just cough
I mean,
at
I
them.
don't know yet. I haven't gone.
Excuse me, officer.
Yeah, exactly. I said just cough a lot and they'll let you go. But yeah, I don't know. I was just planning on going over to all those lakes over the hill that are in Santa Clara County, and now that's in effect, that's in lockdown. They tell people to stay in your house, nobody go out, only go out for.
Yeah, but they're not putting that under any. So the stay in your house and that stuff that's not being police enforced, is it? Like, do you guys have a enforced?
Well, he don't have a lake behind his house.
No, but I'm talking about, not even talking about the lake. He's also saying, like they're telling everybody, stay in your houses, don't go out.
No, they said police will be enforcing it.
So the park is closed.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I'm not talking about the park. I just mean in general, you can leave your house and go walk around.
No, but I said that's what they're saying. They said it's not supposed to be a police force issue, but if it does come to that point, it would only be a misdemeanor.
Right. So don't go out or you get a ticket.
Yeah, before long they'll end up having martial law.
That's
what I said. I was planning on going over the hill and going to some of these lakes and fishing. And I'm like, well, I might do it anyway, just to see.
It's a misdemeanor.
It'd be great content, right? It'd be great content. Like, exactly. I'm just there by myself fishing, and all of a sudden a sheriff or a ranger comes up and goes, "Dude, why are you here?" I'm like, I'm filming a show. I'm fishing. There's nobody around, and they go,
"There will be a 3-week lockdown nationwide."
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I have a private, mine's a private lake, so owned by the neighborhood.
But that's what he's saying is the same thing I'm saying. Is that it is that same thing he's saying is the lockdown.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be out. You're not supposed to be in public.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be out and about. So if I drive to a lake and park there and the sheriff or something comes by or a park ranger, they're going to come down and go, "Why are you here?" I'm like,
Why are you
"Well, I'll
here?
tell you what."
Right.
Yeah,
Because
you're
I have
not supposed to be out in public. You're supposed to be at home. You
right,
cannot be out. I'm like, but I'm the only one here. There's nobody here.
right. I'm going to infect myself.
Yeah, I'm going to infect you because you're the one talking to me. If I have it, like,
Yeah,
come
right.
on,
You
dude.
don't even know if I have it. You might be infecting me.
Yeah, stay away from me. Why the hell are you here?
Get away,
Why are you
officer.
talking to me? Go away, you fucking fishing game. Yeah, so I said,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
really
getting bad.
know.
Man, that's
I don't
crazy.
really know.
I was in Walmart, and like I said, toilet paper was gone, ramen noodles were gone, canned goods were gone, and they were sanitizing stations at the entrance. It's crazy. And the lines were so long, we self-checked out a whole basket ourselves. It was really bad.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
It's
just
crazy out there. I will not go back to Walmart. The crowds, I didn't even want to be around. I just want out of here. You know?
Yeah.
well, no, but Captain's on the side of it that he's someone that's he's being affected by it because of what he just had to do today.
But it looks like he's eating silver because he looks awful blue.
Yeah, no, but
Are you taking silver?
Oh no, it's just a funky light in here.
Okay.
I've got a 32-inch monitor up here
Yeah,
and a 32-inch monitor up here.
there's a rumor about the silver.
Yeah, turning you Smurf blue.
Yeah, and you're blue right now.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the light effect.
Okay.
he's blue, I'm red. You know,
Right.
we're compensating for each other.
Exactly.
I'm white, you're blue.
I know. It's like,
He's red.
no big deal.
RBG. We're on RBG. We got the full color spectrum.
Yeah. I'm red, you're blue, and he's flesh tone. So we got it all covered.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, zombie.
No, Captain, but what you were talking about is the same thing I thought. Like, well, at least I'm doing something that's YouTube oriented. If people are stuck at home,
Right. I mean, there's
maybe there's going to be more people watching.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, I can't go film shows fishing live because
Right.
So I said I'm going to do a lot more tips and tricks about you bites, about you and
Right.
blogs and
Sure.
and
Well,
lives and
that's
stuff.
good content
It's not.
too.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, and you could do some of that. You could do some of that stuff instead of doing it as a taped piece. You could do it as a live.
Yeah, exactly. You could. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That was my thought. Was at least people are going to be stuck at home.
Right.
So,
You got 1,200 videos or whatever you got. I mean, yeah, you got tons of stuff you can do, and you
well,
can.
that's what I said. I have tons of stuff to reference to, and do a new intro.
Verbally.
do a new intro and talk about it and use the clips as.
You can just open your closet and talk about baits for days.
Right.
Right?
Go in the garage, sit down, and have a lesson.
And
Yeah.
start that pegboard and bring out the baits and talk about each one as you do it. There you go. There's the ticket. You don't like that?
Yeah,
idea.
profit off
Yeah.
the disaster, right?
Yeah, well, no. Help your viewers see each bait in front of them, because later on,
You said profit off the
they
disaster.
will be on a pegboard behind your computer. Every time you watch your
He's
show,
all about the pegboard.
you're talking about the finesse bait. I'll use my brown ginger, and you go number 26, and they go, send me one of those. You know?
Yeah, but you don't want to. And see, that's the fine line. You don't want to do something where, like, He just
See,
he just
I'm
said weird.
glad you're.
But they're
I'm
all
glad
in
you're
a
in here,
closet now.
Captain.
It takes him a half hour to find one.
No, but I'm saying you don't want to do something where you're trying to profit in a situation like this. Now, it's one thing
No,
if you
no,
can get
no.
it, if
I'm
you can
just
get an
saying.
audience, and if you can get an audience, and like someone like me who needs watch hours, you know, you can get an audience in there doing a live and get some watch hours, get more than you
Yeah.
normally would because people are home. That's one thing, but yeah, I don't necessarily be out there trying to pump your merch. Hey, I know there's more people at home now, so
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's something you do all the
people
time.
don't have jobs. They can't afford to be. Hey, if you don't
No.
mind, super chat the piss out of me.
No, I hear you. No, it's just something he needs to do all the time. He needs to set it up. He's got it sitting in the closet. Nobody sees him.
Nah, he's
No, but
brought
see-
stuff out a few times.
Yeah, no, Captain comes from when I learned about you and your background with the racing and all that. You know exactly where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's like a tilting point between being slutting yourself out and being respectable. I mean, there's a fine line.
But
I'm-
I
And
went to
once
your
you cross that
website.
line, it's hard to get back.
I went to your website and I can't even find your baits.
Oh, I found them.
Yeah,
I think I found them. I think I found your baits on eBay.
Yeah, well, I didn't go there. I went
Or no,
to
it wasn't your baits. I
CCB
found
and I
your
couldn't
merch.
find
I
them.
found your merch on eBay.
no, I told you my CCB custom bait site I screwed up and it's not even there anymore.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had it for like 7 years, and
Yeah, well, you still have it, so you need to link that to your eBay stuff. Or
No,
go
it's just-
somewhere.
no, I
You
it's
got
still
3
on
weeks
there.
to do it.
It's still, but see, the reality is what you're not understanding is I had it for 7 years and it was a working total site, and I didn't make much off it. Now suddenly there's a reoccurrence of people wanting my baits, and there's a resurgence, and
Right.
it just happened to correlate to the time that I effed
Right.
up my shopping site. So now I'm going more to the old school. You get a hold of me, I show you the baits. It's more personal. It's more like mafia style. I send them to you. I say this.
Mafia. Okay.
Well, yeah,
You know?
I love the whole doing it out of the trunk of the car.
That's cool.
Yeah, the whole
But
trunk
you're
of
not-
out of the trunk of the
You're not
car.
gonna
It's
sell
like,
a lot that way, but okay.
I got a watch. I'll say you too. No.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's-
No. Yeah. All right.
No, it's, I don't know. I make everything myself. The time it takes to make it and all that. For me at this point, it's more profitable to do it that way.
No,
Like
it's
people
not.
get hold of me. It's more custom.
It's more custom. It's not more profitable.
Well, at the time for me, it is
Yeah,
because
I'd say it can be if you're charging a little bit more and you're making them custom one-on-one or one at a time. That's you can charge a premium for that. And you can make more money with less effort because the same the same amount of effort would have to go into making the
Well,
mass
yeah,
quantity
yeah,
of
some
them for high volume.
It has no marketing, but channel.
Okay. Well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you can't sell anything without marketing.
Right.
People got to know what's out there.
It could be on Amazon and eBay.
I couldn't.
It's
Yeah,
CCB
but
based.
Not as it loses a little bit of its custom feel.
Well, no.
bingo.
Well,
Bingo.
no,
It's not that.
I don't
It's
think
just
so. Everybody, every company has ever started with marketing and going somewhere with marketing, and it's Amazon or eBay or something.
No, it doesn't have to be. I mean, especially
it doesn't have to be.
there's a whole lot of high-end custom items of all different types of genres that have never graced the pages of Facebook or eBay or
Okay, so do
and,
you
you know,
sell it?
Amazon.
So you do hook a link up with Walmart or
No, you
FLW
do
or Bass Pro Shops? How do you sell them?
direct to consumer through your own website.
Yeah.
It's
No, what
slow road though.
Yeah, but you're talking about huge end production, like
Well,
Right.
thousands and thousands of baits a month and
You're
stuff like
not
that.
going to get you're not going to get inside a big box store like that unless you got proof of concept with sales. They want to see that you can actually sell through. And if you can't, if you haven't proven that you can sell through, you can knock on all those big box stores you want to, and they're not going to give you the time of day.
Right. That's why I say Amazon, eBay is the way to start. And if he starts with the sales, he can increase his production, and then you go big box if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's
No,
two.
I
avenues.
can't.
Right, there's two avenues, man. I mean, he could go into really high end premium custom baits, and you can make a heck of a lot of money making low quantity premium custom baits that are direct to consumer from your own website, or you can go lower price, higher volume, and go through something like Amazon and eBay. So, I mean, there's value to both.
Just double your price then. Because right now,
well, what he would have to do now, he can't take the same bait and just double the price on it. You know, if he's going to go the custom route, he's got to kind of be like tweaking some stuff and making them truly custom.
Yeah.
That's just not it. That was never my point of the custom baits. The point was
to make
YouTube views. YouTube views. Channel's doing good. I'm making my money. I'm going to offer baits to the people that really like me and everything else. My profit is not going to be great off them, but it's going to be more custom, more. I never wanted to turn CCB custom baits into like Guggen baits, where it's just like a huge. No, that I always. And
that's an enterprise that takes a heck of a lot of money just to run that operation.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, you got to be able to have the money to continue to make those baits, just like any business. Capital is a huge, huge thing when you get like that.
Well, the fact is, Captain, I'm making and packaging and labeling every single bait I sell myself.
Right.
I mean, I'm not just ordering them. I'm not just setting them up in China.
Right. You don't have a
having them produce my baits.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing everything myself.
Right.
By hand.
So what you need is like an order tomorrow for 50,000 pieces.
Yeah, it would take me like 2 months to produce that many
when
baits.
You fly to Singapore and pick it up.
Yeah, no, it's just I know Captain understands me with what I'm doing with it. It's
I understand.
Yeah, it's I never expected
to make
it.
Money.
Yeah, I never wanted to really. It was more of a sideline that was a benefit to the people that followed me, believed in me, wanted my baits. Sure, it would pick up an extra like
few bucks here and there, whatever it is.
Yeah, pretty much everything I make, everything I package, I profit like $1 to $2 off it.
Right, and
after all my costs and my time.
That includes your time, because there's time's one thing that it's kind of depends on the value.
I don't factor that in.
Right,
I never factor that in.
That's what I was gonna say. You're not at a point where you have, but at some point it does become a point where you have to consider the value of your time. And
exactly,
let's say you're making $1 for this time. Could that could that time be spent somewhere else doing something that's going to yield better profits?
Yeah.
I mean, you say you make $30 an hour, and then you split that among how many baits you make per hour, and then that factors into your price.
Because you could make an hour-long YouTube video if you're monetized, obviously, and getting super chats or whatever. However you do that,
and make tons more money.
Right.
Yeah, I always wanted the YouTube and the videos and that to be the income, and the baits on the side, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Stuff.
Yeah, it never meant to be
like merch. It's the same as merch.
Yeah. It was never intended to be the sole income. It was just a little side thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and the bigger you get, the more it becomes. And through Teespring.
And if it goes that way, great, but let it do it organically and naturally, and that way your investment's way lower.
Yeah. I spent like when I started debates and all that, I spent like $2,000-3,000 just ordering stuff and building stuff and doing all this stuff, and that's still what I have to this day. I mean, I would sit out here for 8 hours.
The closet over there.
Yeah, I would spend hours like.
Yeah, you have a closet full of stuff that you need to sell.
Yeah.
Right.
I printed everything. I mean,
so you went all in on the get-go on the front side.
Well, it's like Tanner, who's still in here, Fishing with Tanner. He said, "Who does your processing? Who does your packaging?" I'm like, I do.
Right,
I'm
well,
right here.
Look at it this way: you've had everything in the closet for 2 years, so pull it out, add $2 to the price, put it on eBay or Amazon, and start selling the shit.
I still wouldn't make my money back.
Yeah, you will. Add $3 to the price. Custom baits, CCB custom baits. Put them up there.
Well, I'll get that, and that's what I'm doing with restarting it. Is
what?
Taking it to the point that they are custom baits. Not anybody makes them. They're things I've created because I created them because they're just
awesome.
not in the industry anymore.
They look great.
And then, I mean, maybe the $5 spinnerbait is now a $10 spinnerbait because.
Man, you know how much people pay for crap in Walmart. Fucking, you got a custom bait, put it on Amazon, eBay, and sell the stuff. You got a closet full. You're sitting on it.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I'm done talking to you. You just don't want to listen, man. Sell this shit.
Come to my car, Tanner. I got some free baits for you, Tanner.
Tanner is not going to buy all your baits.
He said,
no, I'm just
Japan custom baits.
No, I have to. That's where it's got to become because I was selling them as custom baits, or promoting them as custom baits and selling them like cheap ass baits out of Walmart.
Right. That's exactly diametrically opposed.
Exactly. I had my clothing store for 11 years. I made handcrafted one-of-a-kind clothing.
Right. Same type deal.
Yeah, and I sold it at the price that you could get something at like Forever 21. Like,
right.
I didn't respect my value.
Yep.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's a retail store.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm selling handcrafted one-of-a-kinds for like $80.
Right.
Out of high-end material and my time to cut out the pattern, sit the sewing machine, make it myself and everything. And I'm selling it for nothing. And the whole 11 years I had it, anybody that was in the market, and anybody came in and went, dude, what the fuck are you doing? This dress should be like $300-400.
Right.
Like, why are you selling it for 80? And I'm like, well, I don't know. It only cost me this much for the fabric.
Right.
It only cost me, I only spent 45 minutes putting it together. But yeah, I never realized my value of my talent.
Yep.
You didn't figure your time in.
No,
well,
but
I never did.
There's something to be said for that too. I mean, that's a huge thing, is understanding where your value lies. That's like, I had a guy call me just last week, want me to come do some stunt driving in his little production that he had going, and he's a new producer, and he said, it's my first car commercial. What is your normal rate? And when I told him, he was like, oh, and I was like, well, I said, you're new. I said, I can negotiate with you, but there's a limit that I'm not willing to leave. And, I've invested a lot of time and effort into developing my skill set to where it is. And that, unfortunately for you, that comes at a certain price,
Exactly.
If you can either afford it or you can't. And if you can't, you go get somebody else who's maybe not as skilled, or somebody that may be willing to devalue themselves, but I'm not going to devalue myself like that.
Right.
Exactly. And that's what I do. That's what I do constantly to myself.
Right, you devalue
Yes,
yourself,
you
right?
devalue.
I always devalue myself.
Well, but
Stop
that's part. That's easy to do. It's part of being just a genuine nice person, where you just kind of want to help out and be nice. And it's like, it's
Exactly.
really, it's not that big of a deal, Yeah, I
You're-
totally get
Exactly.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
you're a great person, but you have a commodity and you do have something to sell.
I know, and that's just it.
Well, the commodity or the widget, if you want to call it, the widget is the easy part to put the price on, because you can factor in all the little stuff you're talking about, your material
Right.
costs.
Yeah,
But
the
it's
blade cost, the split
right.
ring cost.
It's how do you put that value on this CCB identity?
Right.
Where,
Exactly.
how much, what's that value? That's the one that's hard for a lot of
Right.
people to
He
go.
has-
Yeah, but
has
it's
an-
just,
yeah.
it's hard for some people to go, a lot of people are like, well, it's just me. Who am I? And
Right.
who am I to charge this? But there is.
Exactly. I was talking about that earlier in the stream.
But he has an identity now. So
I know, but that's what I need to recognize as a person myself. Is
Right.
right.
I
You
mean, when
have
I'm at a
value.
lake,
You have
when I'm at a
value.
lake and people want to take a picture with me, or people want me to like sign something.
I mean, you gotta think you have value.
Exactly, but I don't see it. I think I'm like,
Well-
this is weird. Why do you?
Well,
Why
and
do you?
Yeah,
think-
it's
what you got to do,
it's probably weird, but
what you can do in a situation like
in
that,
that hat, no, you don't.
No,
what?
it's like
Hey, to be quite honest, in that hat, that could be a whole separate character, man. You could have a separate, all these different hats you have for your streams and stuff. You could do different baits that align with this character for
That's
each.
a whole, that's
yeah.
a whole other
I
t-shirt.
love doing marketing stuff like that. That's just freaking.
Well, yeah, that's
brilliant
me
stuff,
too. Is like I was telling him earlier when he was on my panel.
Yes, he looks like the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it is.
And
That's
I
the thing
even
of
typed that. I said the Mad Hatter is in the room.
it. Yeah, that's what it's based off of. Is the Cat in the Hat, the Mad Hatter, that sort of thing. But no, what I was saying was when I used to have my clothing store and I ran ads in the local paper and everything else, I would meet people and
Mad Hatter.
they'd be like, "Oh, where are the rest of your stores?
It's a
Like,
nightly series.
where you find?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "Oh, well, I see your ads and it looks like you're a chain, right?" And I'm like, "No, it's just me."
Right.
Like, it's just, I'm mimicking high-end clothing and all that, so that's why the way I produce it and the way my presentation and my outlook to other people is to me. And they're like, "Wow, really? So there's no other self-clothing? You're just right here?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is it. This is all created from me. I don't have any employees. I'm the one that's the manipulator of the advertising and the design and." Yeah, but they always saw it as much more than I saw it as because I was never making money at it.
Well, and part of the reason that I understand the positioning of that and learning how to sell yourself is like, think of something like me and what I do as a stunt driver. I don't have a widget to sell. I'm selling myself.
Exactly.
It's me. There is no product other than me. I am the product. And in that case, you have to learn to sell and put a value on yourself.
Yeah,
because
that's
there's
the
nothing
hard
else involved.
Right. And that's the hard part. They always say, like, my downfall with my clothing and all that is because I try to do everything. And as the creator and as the artist, you're not a salesman. You're not a businessman. You're not a marketer. I had to try and turn myself into all that stuff because most people have people that deal with the promoting and the marketing and I just always try to do it all myself anyway. I suck.
Suck at it.
I sucked at 90%, 95% of it except for the creation part.
Yeah, you're doing great. You just need a little help in the marketing part.
Yeah, that's just it. I was always
Captain
really good at being.
Sounds like he's an expert, so he should help you.
Oh, I am far from an expert. I don't put Like my merch, my shirts that I have for sale now, I don't even my profit from my T-shirts. I don't even take a profit. My profit from my T-shirts gets donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Well,
So,
that's fine. I mean, that's a blessed thing, and I praise you for that. But that could be in his pocket at the same time, correct?
oh, absolutely, yeah. No, I like that
So,
kind of stuff, and partially,
I
yeah.
mean,
What the ideal
to
situation would
help
be,
help others, and then help yourself to you're to the point to help others. That is a big thing, you know. I believe in that, and I praise God that all that. But he should help himself and then help others.
Exactly. And I've never done that. I've helped others and never helped myself.
Yeah, I always help. I hear you. I know.
But I gotta take a potty break. You guys keep them entertained.
no, I think I think
We're not that entertaining.
yeah, I think in all honesty, I mean, I think there's something to be said for helping others first instead of yourself. As long as you're taking care of yourself to a level where you can help others,
I agree.
I think that stuff kind of comes back.
Yeah, if you can help, I mean, anytime you can give, it's a good thing.
Right.
If it doesn't hurt you to give, I mean, when I was 20 years old, driving myself to work, I'd have my lunch bag, and here's a guy, sitting at the stoplight, and I give him my lunch away.
Right.
I did it several times, and it's like, to do something. Whether he needed, I know he needed it. Whether he appreciated it, I don't know, but I know he needed food, so I did it. And I was a kid, and it made me feel good to help someone. It always does help me. Makes me feel good to help someone. I would help somebody every day if I could.
Absolutely.
And it's the financial. If I was financially able, I would help millions, but
Sure.
I'm not.
Yep. No, I totally get that.
No, that's why. I don't even know what you guys were talking about before I came in.
Oh no, you're good.
No, but that's why I respect Captain Clues, because once I learned, I was a skateboarder and I was in that industry, and then him with this driving everything, him and his industry, and he made something of it. He made a profit, and I was a stunt driver, all that. I was there, and then I don't know.
Oh, hey, believe me, I have done the same thing. Where you talk about, your pictures and stuff with Tony Hawk and guys like that. There's guys that I've driven with and worked with, and even some that I've taught and instructed that have gone on to have fantastic, phenomenal, like Brian Vickers in NASCAR. I did private coaching for him, and he won his first road course race after I did coaching for him on how to run a road course. So, there's guys like that I've got plenty of time with, but they've gone on and they've got better opportunities because they either had, I had a family and stuff to take care of. They were single guys. They could move to LA and go where the market was hot, Yeah,
and that's why
I got no hate for that kind of stuff, just like you don't have hate for Tony Hawk, good for him.
Yeah, no, but I said that's why I respect you so much, because the last time when we had this conversation, when you're my pedal on that, and I learned more about it's a different road, but it's the same exact road I was on. Like I was there with them, and everybody, even them, go like, "Why'd you disappear? Why'd you quit? You were so good, this and that." But for me, it was just a hobby. I was into it for a bit, and I got out of it, went back into fishing, and then got back into it and got sponsored and skated, and then. But it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't something that I grabbed onto that I could have made.
Should this be my new name?
Yeah, but now with the baits and all that, it's kind of the same thing. And I think it had to go this way because I had them, when I promote them, when I first started back 2012 and that, I started having like sales a month and sales, and then I kind of got bitter with YouTube and stopped uploading videos, and then
Gotcha.
kind of left it, and then sort of suddenly the last 2 years got back into it, and I tried to do my baits, but it kind of lost its flavor, and I lost sort of the momentum I had,
Right.
and now I'm just like, I kind of like it better like this, where it's just like the mafia style out of the trunk, like.
Yeah. No, I think that's totally cool. I actually was thinking about it because the first time I saw it, I was like, why is this dude doing this out of his trunk? Like it'd be cool in a boat or, typical atmosphere you would think somebody would be talking about baits. And then it was actually the last one I was watching where you were talking about the single spinner on the spinner bait.
Single, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, this is pretty freaking funny. This dude's in the trunk of a car. I was like, this is awesome because it's so unexpected. But the tips are fantastic, and that one
really threw me off too. That you still have a car.
That one you sliced it.
Yeah,
He's actually using somebody else's car, but no, you slice that one in with some actual fishing out there and stuff, which I thought it was cool. I like that video a lot. That's why I asked when was the video shot of you fishing, because I was like, man, and it turned out it was like 3 years ago.
What I love is the fold. The seats fold down. I've always looked for cars. The seats fold down so you can put rods or lumber or something in the back. And I'm like, he's driving this car, and there's all those rods go in and all this gear. He's got it all set up. That's awesome.
Yeah, but thank you, Captain. I don't know what he's talking about, but.
No, I know. Well, and I like the other thing I was watching on your fishing style in the boat, in that little John boat, how tight you stay when you're fishing. You stay pretty tight. You snatch the reel up. I like that style because you've seen guys that look like I do. I'm a little more loose, and you're pretty upright when you stand there and you fish, and then you snatch it back. So no, I like watching all that little kind of stuff because again, I'm learning how to do this stuff. So I watch all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. A lot of people said that about when I had my boat and I did that view that showed me from behind in that, so you could actually see the pool, you could see the hole. Mm-hmm. And but that's the reality is when you're fishing, and this is from like Rick Clunn, Kevin Van Dam, Roland Martin, Bill Dance, all those people, if you watch them, you watch the way they fish in that, a lot of the way they do it and when they're fishing that is it's up close. I mean, it's bringing that rod to be part of your body.
Right.
You're not just holding it, out here and you're doing it. You need to keep it as close as you can and have it at the right angle and everything. So, and like I said, the hook set, it doesn't take that much. But
right.
Yeah, that's the whole process. And that's why I did that one, how to hold a baitcaster right.
Right. That was earth shattering to me.
That was earth shattering because you did the other. Yeah, but for me, that's after 40 years, more than 40 years of doing it.
Sure.
It's so
natural,
ingrained and instinctual to me. It's really hard to step out of myself and try to bring myself back to the 80s when I learned and try to relay that to people and how it can help you become better fishermen. Just the way you hold the rod, just the way you hold it into your body.
Right.
Just the way you manipulate the bait, just the way you have your fingers on the line.
That's another thing. That's another thing I do now. The finger on the line. I had never done that before. And I do that now with my finger on the line to feel it. And I've watched, because like I said, I watch, like when I'm watching like you fishing off the boat or, any of the fishing you're doing. I even started watching your, when you're fishing from the pier and you're kind of talking to the camera and you're constantly sitting there doing like this.
I've always done that.
I've never done it that way. I've always done it at the wrist where I'm doing it like this.
See,
and you're doing it with the whole arm.
It's easy with a spin rod to feel the line. I always keep my finger on the line when I use a spin rod.
I never use a spinner. I use a bait caster is the only rod I
Yeah,
ever.
but it's the same thing. And the fine thing is, if you look back, it's so far back. And I actually did the video, fingers on the line. I'm using a spinning rod that I had a bait caster on, and I got a lot of comments going, "Why are you using a bait caster on the spinning rod?" Now,
I wouldn't
but
even notice it.
All I
yeah.
see is
I don't know the difference.
bird's nest. Bait
But
casters.
anyway, when I was talking about that, and then I still have the magazine somewhere, but it was like 2 or 3 years later, Bassmaster in the magazine, it was from Rick Clunn, and the article was how to hold a bait caster, keeping your fingers on the line. And they had a picture of Rick Clunn, not Rick Clunn, it was actually Gary Klein. And they had a picture of him, the way he holds his rod when he's using a bait caster for jigs and feeling it. And it was the same exact way I showed you in my video that was like 3 years prior to that. But the reality is, I think I learned it from him way back in the 80s when I first started getting into bass fishing. And I had Western Bass, which was a pro series that was in California. And he's from California. He was a part of it. Yeah, I swear to God, the image that they shot of him and the way that he has the finger come over and the thumb is exactly the way I tell you to do it.
That's fine.
And yeah, it was amazing. I'm like, wow, like I did that video 3 years ago, and here this is showing
That's some
up
validation right there.
Right.
in Bassmaster.
Yeah.
And my grip on my rod is exactly, I mean, just word for word,
Right.
the same way I'm holding it. It's the same exact way this legend in bass fishing
Right. Oh, well, that's validation, man.
is
Got it
telling
right.
you how to hold the rod when you're fishing Texas rigs or jigs or something. You're hopping on the bottom. And I was like,
Right.
damn, I don't know. I need to find it somewhere. I still have the magazine somewhere, but
I watch
yeah,
it.
like you said, it was validation. But I'm pretty
Twitching
sure
that
I
rod
learned it
just
from
a little
him.
bit. It's like it just twitching that a little bit, finessing. I watch it. I see it. It's that finesse.
Well, no, there's just I don't know. There's so much about it that people just don't understand. I mean,
Well, that's why I watch the whole thing. Like if I'm watching one of the videos, if you're fishing, like I said, I'm watching like where you're holding the rod, you know, what angle the rod's pointed. I just saw a guy last night. He went live yesterday. It wasn't last night. And he's talking to his live stream. He's talking to us and he's holding his rod literally 90 degrees. I think actually Tanner might have been in there as well. But the guy was holding his rod literally straight up and down while he's fishing. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like you've got no position to get to set the hook or anything.
Right.
And then, you know, so I made a comment in there. I was like, you know, I was nice about it. I said, man, I've never seen anybody hold a rod completely at like the 12 o'clock position while fishing.
the whole time.
And he said, you know, he actually said, yeah, I got caught up. I was paying attention to the stream and I wasn't, you know, so I try to watch everything, you know, even like guys that are standing on the boat because I like to fish from the boat as well. So I'm looking at how are they standing on the boat? What's their feet placement? You know, their body position, just everything. I try to take it all.
Yeah, dude. Wait till I go into the one about boat position. I still haven't done that video, but I've joked about it in my lives and that, but I always talk about people that have a really nice bass boat.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think you're on that one. And I'm like, dude, I'd rather be on shore. I'd rather be on shore.
There's something you've said several times in that conversation, and you kept saying something about I'd fish in front of the boat or back of the boat. Is that a tournament thing? Like if you're fishing with two people in the boat, is that a tournament thing? You get the back of the boat? Or
well, that's why my 10 years as a co-angler, I didn't know how to fish behind a boat. I'm used to being in front of the boat and doing all the positioning. And when you're in the back,
You just want the first cast.
Well, no, it's the pro is doing
He's
what
steering.
they're doing. The pro's doing what they're doing to position themselves at the proper cast angle, the proper everything else. As me, that's used to being and is versed in bass fishing as I am, I'm used to being the one that's putting myself in that position.
Of
So
course.
suddenly you're in the back of the boat.
You're just at the mercy of what the pro wants
Yeah,
to do.
and
well,
and that's why most co-anglers throw drop
yeah,
shots
it's that way.
or just throw a
I've seen
jig.
that as another position. That's the
Why?
way to
Why
look
do
at
they
it.
do that? Why do they just throw drop shots and jig
I
from
mean,
the
they
back?
threw the front out. They threw to the front. I'm going to throw to the side because they missed that spot. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but when you're fishing by a pro, they're hitting everything. They're hitting all the prime spots.
Right.
And I was like, I thought, oh, okay, I can go in the back of the boat with them because I fish with a lot of people in the back of the boat. But when I'm fishing with, it's on a tournament. I'm actually angling the boat to the back end, so they have just as fair of a
But
cast as
you
I
get
have and everything.
everything they missed.
No, I have it so they're staying in tune with me. They're able to cast where I am because we're both catching fish.
So, yeah.
But when you're with the
do
pro,
you think
Yeah,
the front
the pro's
is going
thinking
to
about
catch the biggest
himself. The pro's thinking about himself. He's not worried about where the back of the boat is.
right. And I've had a lot of pros, and they told me that. They said, dude, this is going to suck for you.
So you're saying just so the first bait hits the water is going to catch the biggest fish?
No, it's not about that. It's about the angle. It's about what they're doing. It's about the pattern they have. It's the way they're fishing. I mean, like I was just saying, I had a pro at the Delta, and he goes, unfortunately, this is going to suck for you because I'm fishing right along the reeds. I'm hitting the trough between the hydrilla and the
So he's hitting
reed.
them first, though.
Well, no, it's only 4 feet of water.
Yeah, but
4
he's hitting
feet of
them
water.
first. That's what he's saying. He's getting the first cast to the fish there in the
Right.
front.
And then when I'm getting behind me is
Left over. But
no, I'm
you're
getting
10 feet away.
You're getting.
No,
you're
no, it's
getting
no,
what
it's
he
even
missed.
it's even worse than that. What I am getting is silted, stirred up, dirty water from the trolling motor,
Trolling, yep.
and yeah, and I have nowhere. We're right against the reeds. The reeds are literally like bending around the boat, so I can't flip into the reeds because they're being. And if I turn to cast the open water, there's 15 feet of hydrilla on the surface.
So you troll 50 feet behind the boat.
No,
right?
you can't. No,
A
it's
black worm with a spinner.
Jeez.
no, it's no. But I've had, like I said, I've had pros. I've had pros. No, I have, but I have them. They're honest to me. They're like, sorry, dude, I'm in the pro. I'm paying $3,000 to enter this. This is my technique. I'm sorry. Try to do what you ever can behind me, but you're not going to have a lot of opportunities. I have a few places where it's more open water, but majority of my pattern is going to suck for you behind me.
Right. Well, but like you said, he's the one that's got this major money invested in it, and he's going to position himself to do the best he can.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't like intentionally like reposition you or take you out of play. Like if you're catching fish, they can't like spin the boat around so you can't. But
You mean like a tournament?
yeah, but they're honest and they say,
Oh, you mean okay?
Yeah, no, they can't. In the tournament rules, they can't tell you you can't cast in front of me. You can't cast to the side of me. You
I
can't.
can't catch them the day before and put them there.
Yeah, but the reality is in their technique and the way they're fishing, they're not intentionally blocking you.
Right.
It's just the position of the boat that they need for the technique they found that they feel is going to give them the best opportunity.
And you would do the same thing if you were up there.
I got you.
Exactly. and they but most of them say that. Most of them say they're like majority of the time just gonna. But I have a couple places that are more out in the open and everything that I'm going to check out. You'll get an opportunity. Hopefully, you can get 5 fish then and that. But yeah, I mean, they're not gonna. You're a passenger in the back of their boat, and they have a certain technique. It just a matter who you draw, who the fisherman is. I mean,
Yeah, see, I don't know how any of that stuff works. Like, I don't know anything about competition fishing. I have no desire to do it.
well, no, but if you're a co-angler in the back of the boat, you have no control. I mean, like I said, they can't physically tell you not to cast here, not to cast there.
I always thought that it was kind of like, you see, I look at it like, again, I'm thinking at it from like a racing standpoint. Typically in like rally racing or the off-road racing like I do, you usually have you'll have a navigator with you, and that navigator is usually somebody you know and you have experience with, or maybe like when I do it, it's my best friend is with me. So I thought a lot of times in the boats that the two guys know each other, but you're saying that a lot of times it's just like a lottery. You just draw somebody and you end up with whoever.
Yeah, it's switched every day. It's all lottery.
Wow.
You might draw somebody you know, you might draw somebody you don't.
Okay.
But even with me in the back, I often helped out a lot of the pros that were in front of my boat. Because a lot of them aren't, I mean, in the AAA, being a pro just means you have the money in the boat.
Right.
A lot of them are retired people that want to do them, so they have the money, so they pay it. They're not really tournament savvy. They don't know. And so a lot of them I would help out. I would help them out with like, oh, have you tried this? Or what about going here?
a.m., so I'll see you all later.
All right, you out?
Yeah, I'm out.
Well, thanks for coming back in, man.
All right. Hey, fun, man.
Night.
Every Monday. Yeah, but like you said, people don't understand. I went into it with a chip on my shoulder. I even did a tips and tricks about the fact that I went into it when I first started with a chip on my shoulder, thinking I can throw cranks behind him. I can throw this behind him. I can do this. Because I always saw and studied it and saw the co-anglers in the big tournaments, and they're throwing a drop shot or throwing a jig or they're dragging a Carolina rig. And I'm like, but they're pro one on a spinner bait. They're pro,
Right.
People were fishing this bait. Why aren't you fishing that behind them?
Right.
But, once you get there and you start realizing, I don't have the angle. I don't have the cast. I don't.
Right.
And you have to learn what you can just sort of come up with at the time behind them to catch a fish on something they're not fishing or something they're not targeting. And yeah, so I did a bunch of videos on it because it took me a while to learn. Because I was a big wig in the front of the boat.
Right. Exactly.
In local tournaments. I mean, I did 11 tournaments, first through third, in 3 different clubs.
Right.
And then that was my attitude going in because I'd never fished tournaments, and I did a year and a half of them, did really, really, really good, and then jumped into FW as a co-angler. I thought I was just going to kick everybody's ass.
Right.
And I realized, I'm much better when I'm at the front of the boat than I am trying to do something I'm not used to in the back of the boat.
Right.
So it just sort of, it totally flipped my whole glory of that.
Right.
Jumping in tournaments, going to a co-angler behind a pro, I just worked it. I'll be right back. I can grab my camera.
All right.
I mean, my battery. Plug-in time.
Yeah, I noticed the light changed.
Yeah, I was down to 5%. Down to 5%. It showed on your end? Really? The light changed on your end?
Oh yeah, it got really dark all of a sudden.
I did? Wow. I didn't know it did on your end too.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's why I really appreciate you, Captain. When you came in, you told me your whole side of it, because I know you come from a lot of, I mean, with me, with competitive skateboarding and then competitive fishing, and as somebody that's in the industry of
Anything competitive
competition.
like that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all kind of got that same path.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's whether it's bass fishing or it's race car driving or it's golf or
Yep.
anything that's a competitive sport.
Yep.
And somebody that's been into it and knows that world and the sponsorship and all the other stuff and the way it all works.
Yeah. Yeah, the sponsorship one's a big one for me, man. It cracks me up anytime I hear somebody saying, "Oh man, if I could just get sponsored." You know what? You don't realize what you're asking for, man.
Well, with me with Santa Cruz, the way it happened is my friend had started on the beach surf shop, which is still here in Monterey and really big. He had this guy Metaver who had his own loco surf designs. He was really good friends with Metaver and Santa Cruz, and hung out with them. And he brought Rob Roskob, who's like the pro at the time in the 80s, to a ramp that a kid had in Pebble Beach. And I skated in front of him, and the ramp was actually a little bit wet. Rob tried to skate it, but he like slipped a couple times, and he said, I don't want to hurt myself. I'm not going to skate. And so we had this whole crowd there in the kid's backyard because it was like a promotion for.
Right.
And I skated it and did all that. And evidently, I don't know, somehow I got back to Metaver, who was like the wheel person. And Mike asked Rob what he thought of me, and he goes, "Oh yeah, his style's really great. He has a great backside there. He's like a really good skater." And I walked into on the beach one day, and Mike was on the phone. And I walk up, and I'm like, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, we were just talking about you." I'm like, "Me? Why?" And all of a sudden he's on the phone, and he's like, "Well, what size shirt do you wear?" I'm like, "A large." And he's like, what Santa Cruz wheels do you like? And I'm like, "I ride Bullets. I really like Bullets." And then somebody else, he asked me a few questions, and then he hangs up the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, you're sponsored by Santa Cruz now. You're going to get a package in a couple weeks." And I'm like,
"Oh, that's
what?"
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, no, that was Metaver. He's the owner of because it's NHS, but he's one of the N or the H or the S. I don't know."
Right.
But he goes, "Yeah, he's the speed wheel side of Santa Cruz and controls all that." And yeah, Rob was talking about it. He said how cool you were, your style, and he wants to sponsor you. And so yeah, he's gonna send you a package. And yeah, and then I used to call him a lot, or he'd call me up and be like, "Hey, like, what's the scene? How's it going? And what do you see in the trends are?" And this, and yeah, he was like, yeah, but that's how I got sponsored. Like, not asking anybody, not anything, just
right.
Yeah, just suddenly the guy going,
again, it's organic, like we were talking about with your baits. That's organic. It just happened. That's the best way for it to, I'm more talking about these guys that are putting together proposals and they're going out and they're seeking sponsorship and stuff. Dude, that's a brutal world. You're trying to sell yourself, and a lot of times what they don't realize is the commitment that it comes with.
Well, the other thing on YouTube and everything else is with the sponsorship, and everybody thinks they're sponsored if they have a promo code. I'm like, you're making them money.
Right.
You're promoting them. You ain't getting shit. You're getting the same discount that everybody else gets.
Right.
But you're able to go, "Oh, guys, if you want 15% off Carl's Baits."
Right.
put in promo code, X
Yep.
fishing or whatever
The
their
only
channel
reason
name
you get
is.
a promo code is so that they can track who that person's purchase came through. Like you get a specific promo code because, like my website, I am affiliate marketing with Bass Pro Shops. Well, so I have my own little tag. So it's all just so that Bass Pro knows, hey, these purchases came through this website. They're tracking all that stuff. That's why if you get a promo code, that code, all that discount, like you said, everybody's getting the same discount. It's just a matter of they want to know who's driving the most traffic with that discount.
Right. And that should lead to a kickback to you. But a lot of them don't do that. They just, it's like, hey, if I generated 1,000 sales in a month, give me 10%.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're tracking it, I'm doing it. But when a lot of the people, the YouTube channels confront them with that, they just say, no, we don't do that.
Right.
And they're like, well, I'm not going to promote you anymore. I'm like, well, fine. Fine. You made us X amount of money in the last couple months or 6 months you're with us. We'll find another one.
Yep.
You're not that important. I mean, there's a million channels we can get to promote us and give them a promo code. And you think you're all special. And all of a sudden they find out they're not special because they just, when you suddenly go, hey, well, can I get like a percentage of sales because I've made so many for you? And they go,
no.
Nope,
that's not how this is going to work.
No, that's not what we do. We'll just find somebody else to give a promo code.
Yep.
Will give us a lot of sales.
You're
We're not into that. We're not into that me, you symbiotic thing. We're manipulating you. You can't manipulate us. You finally figure out that we're fucking with you and we're making a lot of money off you and you want a piece of it? Sorry, unless you have like 20 million subscribers and are generating, we're just going to cash you off. We don't care.
You better be like 30 or 40% of their revenue. Then you can talk.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them do that. They're like, oh, I looked it up and I looked at how many sales I made them, but they wouldn't give me a correct answer. But I found out a way to figure out how much money I made them and they won't deal with me. So I'm not using their products anymore. And it's like, all right, well, what was the percentage of, you might have made them $2,000.
Right. But
what's their annual income? I mean, they're making they're making what, 100 million, 200 million a year, and you made them $1,000 bucks.
Right, that might be big money to you, but man, that's child's play to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't know. I mean, they're making 1 million, 2 million, 3 million a year. If they're an upstart company in that, and you made them $1,000 in 6 months, like,
right.
And they probably have a bunch of other people with promo codes that have made them $1,000 a month, or even more. But yeah, it's the YouTube world right now. Everybody thinks that I have this man. And the weird thing is for me is I'm like almost 3,000 subscribers, and I'm seeing people now that have like 1,000 or less, and they're getting promo codes, and they're getting people sending them products and all this other stuff.
Right.
Like,
well, what a lot of people don't realize with this stuff, and I know you do because you know all the analytics and stuff, though, it's the subscriber count is so meaningless. Yes, it's watch time and views. That's the ticket. Subscriber count means virtually nothing other than the fact you have to have a certain amount in order to be monetized. Outside of that, it really doesn't matter.
People always ask me, how do you make your money? I'm all views.
Yep.
Views.
Absolutely. Views and clicks and stuff like that. That's what they want to see. They don't care how many people you have, because if you got 3 million people and they ain't watching your stuff, you're useless.
Yeah, it's actually views, likes, and comments. Comments have a lot to do with it. That's why I already
Comments.
promote. Hey, what do you guys think about this? Leave a comment right now. Leave a comment right in the. I mean, right in the middle of the video that's
Right.
from a week ago. But
Yeah.
but they're talking in the middle of the video like it's real time and right now. Oh, what do you think about this bait, guys? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. I'm like,
Yep.
or just the way they present it, it's if it's real time, like you're live,
Like it's on a live stream, right?
but it was pre-recorded a week ago. So
Yep.
it's like,
But people do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
people do it. People suddenly you see all these comments going, that bait rocks. That do. But yeah, it's comments and likes, and it's strictly views. I mean,
Yep.
if you look at it, if you look at it's 10% of your subscribers will watch your videos.
Yeah, they break it down. I've seen that breakdown of the percentages of how many people watch and how long the average person watches a video and all. I've never really gotten fully into it, but I've seen.
No, but if you look at it, like I watch Casey Nastic a lot. 10 million subscribers. Average video he puts up, about 1 million views.
Wow.
And if you look at it and break it down for even the big ones, unless you're exceptional and you have something different, it's about 10%.
Right.
And the reality is, well, what a lot of people don't think. They think like, if you looked at a video, like you look at Casey Nastic, 10 million subscribers, might put something up within a couple of days, it gets 1 million views. That's only 10% of the subscribership. But if you look at where the views came from, most of it is going to be from browse feature and YouTube search.
Right. It's not even coming from his subscribers.
It's not coming from his subscribers.
Right. That's funny.
And I've done a lot of research and watched videos where they talk and they say browse feature because they give you a pie. But browse feature and I think the next one is YouTube search or YouTube, what was it? Suggested videos.
Yeah.
Browser and suggested should be like at least 50% or more of where your views come from. The rest should be notifications, subscription.
Right. Well, I guess
YouTube
that would make sense
search.
because if you're getting it mostly from searches and promotion or whatever they call it, that's new view. That's new people. If it's your subscribers all the time, they're not getting new people
Exactly.
in.
Exactly.
They're looking for conquest sales, not just retention.
Right. But I saw this guy and I saw the video and he was talking about they had like 2 million subscribers. They're breaking down what you look for and all that in their analytics and they showed the pie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly the way my pie looks.
Really?
Yeah. It was like 45% browse feature.
So in that
30%.
scenario, then subscriber count does matter because then if you had a huge amount of subscribers, your percentage goes up just like theirs.
Right. That's just it. If you have a lot of subscribers, if you have like 1 million subscribers, you put up a video, it's probably going to get like 30, 40, 50,000 views.
Right.
Within a day or two, which is a good amount of income. That might be like $200-300 just for that video.
Gotcha.
But if it hits it in the browse feature and all the other stuff, within like another week or something, that 50 might go to 100,000 to 150,000, as it goes on after a few days. But you're always going to income right away. I mean, if you have 1 million subscribers and every video gets like 50-60,000 within like a day,
yeah,
you got that guaranteed $200-300.
Right.
And then that thing will slowly keep rising and rising and rising over its lifetime of a video. But when you see somebody like the Guggen Squad and John B and all these people, and they put up a video, and yeah, within a day it gets like 50,000. You're like, wow. Then
Right.
you're like, wait a minute, he has 1.3 million subscribers, and in a day it's only got 56,000. I mean, maybe if it's something that's more clickbaity, that it might get like 100,000 and like within a day, but
Right.
you're still looking at it going, that's low odds. Like,
Right. The percentage is pretty low. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like 10%. But even 10% would be what? 10% of a million would be 100,000,
100,000. Right.
and they're only getting in the 50s or 60s within a day.
Right.
And then I said, my friend, Casey Nastic has a 10 million, and within a day he will get up to like 600, 700, almost a million. And then at the longevity of it, of course, it's probably going to keep gaining. But
Sure.
yeah, you got to get yourself to the point that, yeah. I mean, I average 10,000 views a month.
Okay.
And I make $50
Right.
off just view revenue.
Yeah.
So if they're getting, 50, 60, that video is probably making them $100,
Right.
$150. But they're putting out a video the next day or the day after and the day after. So,
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean, it takes a lot of work to, I know people think they're going to come into YouTube and just make money. And it's like, man, you have no idea how much work it takes to make money doing this stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it's like having a freaking TV show. You got to do it every day and rock it out. I mean, it's a huge commitment, and it becomes a level of, with your editing and just, it's a big commitment.
Well, yeah. And then the fact that you get these people and they have their cameraman now, and then he's doing the editing, and you're just out there. They're with you. You do some of it on your own. You do your chesty.
Yeah.
You do a little bit your own blog. They do all the third person stuff. They do all the editing. Everybody now that's bigger on YouTube has their cameraman.
Yep.
It used to be just you doing it, but now everybody has the third person. They have the person filming them, and most of those people are the ones that do all the editing and everything for them. So,
right.
Yeah, people don't understand. I mean, to film it yourself, to edit yourself, to capture yourself, even if you have a tripod, even if you have a tripod behind you that's capturing you at a certain point, you still gotta.
There's so much to that, man. I was talking to Hands On Fishing. He doesn't live too far from me, and he's wanting to create new content and stuff. And he was talking about some ideas that he has, and I told him, I said, "Do you realize how much work is going to be involved in that?" Like, because he's talking about showing him, like when he gets to a pond to fish, he wants to be able to see him walking up to the pond. I said, you realize that means you got to walk out there, set the camera up, walk back away, then walk back toward the camera, and then you got to stop it, pick up the camera, go. That's just to get a shot of you walking. I mean, it's when you don't have another person there, you've got all these shots they got to be staged and pre-planned.
Exactly. Well, if you notice what I'm doing in mine now with my B-rolls and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that's just me with my little freaking camera. But it's like the whole, like when I went to Bass Pro Shops, I had it on the roof of my car when I first backed out, and you see it backing out, and you see.
Right.
And then I took it out and went and set it on the curb, and I got in the car, and then I drove away, and then I had to park, and I had to go back over.
Did you just set the camera on the checkout counter? Is that what that was? When you checked out to pay, I couldn't tell if you had the camera sitting on a tripod. I was like, well, how's he going to pay? Because you use both hands.
No, I was just holding it and talking to her.
Oh, okay.
I was just holding it. But the end of my vlog, that one where we're in the thing and where I'm going like this, like right before all my vlog ones, that's in Bass Pro. Yeah, I just set it over on the side. And then the guy came back. I'm like, oh yeah, I put my camera right there. I do a fishing video, so it's just filming us, and we were just talking, and I just.
Right.
But I will come up to the register, and I'll set the camera on the register, and leave it on, and be like, yeah, and we start paying, and they look at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I do a vlog. Don't worry about it. And Walmart, when I went into Walmart for my fishing license and that, yeah, I had it on a little tripod and I just had it there, but
Yeah,
no,
that
that's the
was
whole thing is like people are like with my new slow-mo and all my like B-roll and that, I do it so quick, and I do it because I used to do skateboarding videos and I used to do a lot of
right.
other videos. And so I'm used to, I don't know, just, and they'll be like, when I meet someone like DRW and that, when I went with them and I'm like walking around them and I have the camera and they're like, they're just
Right.
kind of like, I'm like, oh, I'm just getting B-roll. And they're like,
Right. Content, man. Right.
yeah. And then like, they're just kind of looked at me like, all right. And then all of a sudden they see what it creates when it's in my video. And they're like, wow, that's a lot of work. Like I
Yep.
didn't, I mean, just the way you just like, you have it like this and you just walk around the motor.
Right. And you got to be able to see that stuff. And sometimes it's spur of the moment. You're like,
Yeah, or all of a sudden, they're looking over, and all of a sudden I just take the camera with my hand and come like across their face, or
right.
come over and down to them, and
Yep.
that like a lot of that comes from my skateboarding, because when I skateboarded and I did snowboard videos, I filmed through my hand. I'm going behind him, and I have the camera. It was a huge VCR at the time, and that, but I know where my hand's looking.
Yep.
And I had a fisheye lens, which was like a huge thing back then. Now
Yeah.
GoPros have it, but it's just a matter of seeing what
You
you're
got to
seeing.
visualize. Yep.
You got to visualize it through your hand.
Yep. Absolutely. I totally get that, because I help do a lot of the behind the camera work for film, for commercials for car stuff. And
Yeah.
you got to look at it the way the camera's looking at it.
Right.
And the angles and stuff. Like, the worst way to film a car is at eye level, because that's the way everybody sees a car. The best way to shoot a car is at weird angles, down low at the ground, shooting up and from the top.
And that's
places where the normal human eye doesn't see. And the same thing with skateboarding. You want to get down low at the trucks and shooting up, and when the guy's coming off the ramp, underneath the guys, he's coming off the ramp and stuff. That places where normally a person's standard vision is not going to see.
Right, because you're trying to make it interesting. You're not trying to make it look like you're just there.
Right. Yep.
You're there, but you're seeing it from a weird, obscured. Yeah, and that's why I'm so good at skateboarding and filming that. Even now, those 3 I did about it. But that really helps me out now when I do my old B-roll with the boat, and on your way out to Pinot and on your way back, but yeah, I learned that through when I used to film for the skateboarding and all that, and you learn to know. I don't know. You learn to see it through your hand.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm up here. I'm holding it down, and I'm like tilting it up, looking at Chris as he's like, hooking up the graph or something. And it's just the way to swing it through, and the way
right.
to
And
pan
but
it.
in your mind, you're seeing it out of the lens of that camera, like what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really funny for me because when I do them, I actually, when I start out from the car and I start to film a B-roll of either me walking or us walking and everything else, the way you see it, everything that I film is in sequence.
Gotcha.
Because I don't know, it's just, I don't even think about it or anything, but since I've been doing videos so long and everything else, I'll do this shot, and 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 I'll do this shot. And then when I go down to edit, I just take every slow-mo, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And somewhere within that 40 seconds of 4 times slow-mo, there's the shot I want.
Right.
And I still, to this point, haven't had to go, oh, maybe I need to go this shot before I go this shot, or maybe that shot.
Right. Well,
It's just kind of weird for me
kind
because
of the-
as I put them all together, I'm like, wow, how the hell did I orchestrate that? I'm like, I'm doing that on the fly. I'm like filming
Right.
it while I'm driving in my car. I'm suddenly seeing something out of the corner of my eye and like turning it on and like really quickly like grabbing it as I go by. And all
Right.
that. But when I put it together, I'm like, I'm a
Well, that
genius.
worked out right. I'm so awesome.
I'm so on it. And I
Yeah.
didn't even plan this. I just was like, oh, I need that. Oh, this is cool. Oh, workers. Oh, yeah. Oh, merge
Yep.
left sign. Yeah, cool. Oh,
Well, and I'll tell you, there's another way that people do that like these directors of photography and stuff that I don't know how they can do this. You know, they've got a vision, like, you know, they get their storyboard and let's say all of a sudden lighting is right for this particular part of the commercial. They'll jump ahead what's going to be maybe, you know, 45, 50 seconds ahead in the commercial, go film that, and then later come back and film this. Like they can be all over the place filming.
oh yeah. No, I can do that too if it's something I plan.
Yeah, see,
I
I
can
don't do
film.
that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I could.
I don't have the vision to see. Like, I need to be linear and sequential. I can't do it just popping all over the place.
Oh no, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I've been testing a lot. Some of my videos, remember, I like started out at my car,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly I'm in the backyard, and then suddenly I'm at the computer, and then suddenly I'm back out the car, and then suddenly I'm that sort of stuff. But with me, it seriously amazes me
What you can come up with.
when I download all that slow-mo footage, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wow, this goes together so perfect. And I'm just driving along going, oh, that looks cool. Oh, I need this shot.
Right.
And all of a sudden, when I put together with whatever music I picked for it, and I'm like, wow, that was like, you think I planned that for like 2 weeks to like get. I mean, it was the same thing when I went to Bass Pro Shops for that one. Because I went to it to film that one, and then I filmed the one where I went to Chesbro.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh well, I can just film the intro when I'm there. And I'm like, well, I can just film the B-roll music part when I leave Bass Pro and head back to Lake. But I was focused on the vlog about me shopping.
Right.
And I didn't really, and all of a sudden I came out and I'm like, oh, this would be cool. What if I just set the camera on the hood of my car, on the top of my car, and then I'll just back out with it on so you get this cool. And I'm like, oh, then I can back it up with like sticking on the curb there, and then I'll get back in the car and I'll start to drive it away, and then on the way there, I'm like, oh, when I pull in the lake, I'll get myself turning in, and then I'll stop the car and I'll go put on that rock and get myself driving in.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, then I can set it right here in the dirt and get myself like opening a door,
stepping out
and walking to the back. And
yep.
And the whole time I'm thinking, there's no way this is going to look good.
But it all ends up just being these little pieces that you put together, and it turns out to something.
Yeah, and I'm always amazed when I start watching. I just go in clip after clip after clip after clip after clip. I'm like, wow, that looks like I actually spent like at least a day.
Put into it.
Yeah, I took a day like mapping it out and saying, all right, I'm going to shoot here, and yeah, I'm driving down this street, and there's like really cool trees I should shoot here, and oh, I should get that farmhouse as I go by. So I'm just like holding it in my hand while I'm driving, going, oh,
squirrel.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's yeah. And then half the time I'm like, oh fuck, why didn't I get that? Like, and the guy, like the last one I did when I was going to Tesla, the guy going by on the bike.
Right.
Yeah, the guy I had a really another cool one of a guy hauling ass coming around the corner on a bike, like a ninja or something.
Oh, really?
But I went, After that is the shot where I coming around, you first see the lake. But right
Mhm.
before that, the guy's hauling ass coming around the corner. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I just put in the guy in the bicycle. So I don't know, it'd be kind of repetitive. But,
Yeah.
so I skipped it and I used the part where, but yeah, I was filming going over the bridge. And that was my intent when I turned the corner of that shot where I go over the bridge and see the creek running.
Right.
And I was getting ready to turn it off. And all of a sudden I looked up and I saw the guy coming on the bike. And I'm like, oh. So I like, as I'm driving, I put it back over and I just held it there as he went by on the bike. So, I mean, that's why I said a lot of it's just peripheral vision being spontaneous or just catching
Right.
things. And because, yeah, seriously, half the time I like, because I do it on 4 times and it films it slow mo automatically. I'm not slowing it out in the software. That camera films actually 4 times.
Gotcha.
So I'll be driving and I'm like, I'll see something and like, it's seriously when I do it and I pan it, I'm filming for like 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
And all of a sudden that 6 seconds turns into like 45 seconds
Right.
because of the 4 times slow mo. But it's just like I hit it, I grab it, I move it, and a lot of it too because I shoot in 4 times usually, and I end up moving the camera too slow.
Yeah.
And then I tried 2 times, and I find myself moving it too fast.
Right. You
So-
got to get it just right.
Yeah, I need to go back to the 4 times, but I need to know that it's already in 4 times and move your hand a little, pan a little quicker with your hand and that.
Yeah. Well, my computer's about to reboot, man. I got this auto update thing, so I gotta jump off,
All
brother.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna end anyway. But the
All
funny
right,
thing
man.
is, when I was filming those with Chris
Uh-huh.
and I turn on the camera, he like bends over really slow to like pick up his bag. And I'm like, no, dude,
You move it normal.
you need to move normal. All right, he's off. his computer rebooted, guys. He got kicked out. By the way, guys, that's a great guy, Captain Clueless. I'm sure you guys have seen him before. Sorry, I haven't been watching the chat for like ever. I know this has been dropping people, but I have been on for almost 4 hours. I have limited time for panels when I'm on StreamYard. And well, thank you, Captain Clueless. Thanks everybody else for coming in. Everybody that was on the panel. Anyway, they're not here anymore. Thank you for 3 people hanging out to this point. And yeah, I'm in it tomorrow night. Tuesday night hangouts, guys. Tuesday night hangouts tomorrow night, 8 p.m. A lot of fun. We got the pre-show girls. Yeah, we talk. It's a fun night. I think it's my longest consistent line. But check that out. All right, guys. I'm out. Thank you so much. And let's see if I can do this. It's hard to do on this. Bam. 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 Hello. It won't let me end. Why is it not letting me end? Sorry guys. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it up. Hey, yeah. All right. Bam.